Salute, salute, salute once again to everybody. What's going on? It is 8:30 in the West. I hope everybody's good. Happy Friday. We only got one game tonight. It's game six between Minnesota, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, so salute to everybody. I hope everybody is good this morning. I did not. I apologize that I did not finish the stream last night. I could not, even though I see the Mavericks did win. And Luka finally got Mavericks got their first win in a while, and Luka finally got out the first round, so they will be playing the Phoenix Suns, and then we have Philadelphia finally closed the casket. Finally, I ain't getting them all the credit in the world, you know, just because they was up 3-0, you know, but they got it done. So we gonna see what James Harden gonna do when it comes to playing you know who, Miami, a team that he ducked twice since he been over there and never played against. You know what I mean? This year. He played against before. I'm talking about this year. So we're just going to see, and are we going to have a game 7 tonight? Because Golden State Warriors just waiting on their opponent and everything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do these bar scores right quick. Danny Green had 12 points, 4-7 for the field, 4-7 for 3. He had 5 rebounds. Then you got Tobias Harris. He was 7-15, 3 of 8 from 3. And he made both of his free throws. He had 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He had 19. Joel Embiid had 33. He was 12 of 18 from the field, all 4 from the 3, 9 of 10 from the line. He had 10 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks. And he had 33. Tyrese Maxey had 25, 8 of 16 for the field, 5 of 12 from the field. He made all 4 of his free throws. He had 8 assists. Then you have Titties over Titles. He was 7 of 12. Made all 6 of his free throws. He had 15 assists and 3 turnovers. Who else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for them now. For Toronto was led by Chris Boucher, Oregon Ducks, 7-13 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. He had 10 rebounds. And then Pascal Siakam, he was 9 of 17 for the field, 0-4 from 3, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 turnovers. And then Gary Trent Jr., he had 19, 7-15 from the field, 2 of 6 for 3, made all 3 of his free throw attempts, 2 assists, 1 turnover. Scotty Barnes was 8 of 20 from the field, 2 of 7 for 3. He had 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Okay, now we're going to go to the Suns and the Pelicans. British has 18, 7 of 12 for the field. He was 2 for 2 for the free throw line. He made both of his 3 points attempts. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He had 4 turnovers. Jay Shithead Crowder, 3 of 8, 1 of 4 from the 3, 2 of 3 from the 3. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And then you had DeAndre Oldface Ayton, he was 10 of 12. He made both of his free throws attempts. He had 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. Rufio Booker was 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 6 from the 3. He had 5 rebounds, 3 assists. You know, Chris Paul, he was perfect from the field, 14 for 14. Made his only 3, made all 4 of his free throws attempts. He had 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers. Kevin Johnson chipped in with 13 on 4 of 7 shooting, 2 of 3 from the 3. And made all 3 of his free throws. And he had 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Now we're going to go into the Mavericks. Reggie Bullock, he had 6 points, 2 of 6 from the 3, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Then you had Finney Smith, he had 18, 7 of 13, 4 of 9 for the field, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. You have Jalen Brunson, he's 24, he's 9 of 17 from the field, 2 of 4 from the 3. He's 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He had 3 turnovers. That's Jalen Brunson. Excuse me. Jalen Brunson was 9 of 17. He was 2 of 4 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Okay. Luka had 24, 8 of 21, 4 of 10 for 3. Made all 4 of his free throws attempts. He had 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals and 3 turnovers. And then Spencer Dinwiddie chipped in with 19, 7 of 12, 4 of 7 from the 3. He had 2 assists, 1 block, 4 turnovers. In Utah, Donovan Mitchell led them with 23, 9 of 17 from the field, 2 of 7 for 3, 3 of 4 from the line. He had 8 rebounds, 9 assists. He had 5 turnovers. And then the next high man was Bojan Bojanovic, 7 of 15. He was 3 of 6 from the line. He was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Then Jordan Clarkson was 5 of 15 for the field, 2 of 6 from 3. He was 3 of 4 from the line. Clean my glasses off here. All right. He was 3 or 4 from the line, excuse me, and he had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 1 turnover. All right, that series is finally over. I don't know. This series tonight is going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. Hit the like, share, subscribe, y'all. We in here, man. I will be doing the game tonight too, between the Grizzlies and Timberwolves. And the winner of that series is going to play Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to drop a link and see if anybody want to come in and chop it up. If not, I'll close it down early and go back doing what I was doing. I did not watch the NFL draft. I'm not big on the NFL draft. Never have been. So that's why I really don't talk about football over here like that. So I don't talk about football like that. So that's the main reason I'm not talking about the draft. I care less about the NFL draft because the NFL draft is always politics, especially when it comes to blacks. They always try to make a black quarterback to be a running back and all this other shit. So the link has been dropped. Anybody want to come in? If not, I'll shut this bitch down early and just get ready for the game later. Okay, let me see. But and then, cause yeah, cause Memphis and Minnesota, they play at 6 o'clock. My takeaways: I ain't never seen a coach like I never seen a coach period that cried in a loss, like literally cried in a loss, like the coach from the Pelicans. So I give Chris Paul his credit. He was perfect last night. That nigga was absolutely perfect, close the casket. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do against the Mavs. The Mavs need to step their game up though against these boys though. So we'll see what it's gonna be hitting for. Yo,
Yeah, whatever with it.
what's up? Tops.
Man, that boy Chris Paul, beast. Damn, man.
Did you close your browser out with YouTube?
I'm fit to right now.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, but Chris Paul, he closed the casket on these boys last night, man. He honestly closed the casket on these boys last night. And hey, the Pelicans, man, they're moving forward, man. Um, y'all know they're gonna keep Zion. I don't know what Zion's doing. I'm a type person. I don't go with nothing what nobody be saying on these networks until I see the man officially do something myself. So don't, you know, only for certain people I know that's credible. But other than that, I don't speculate or anything like that. But we'll see. But we'll see what's going on out here in these streets, on these YouTube streets. But if they would have had him, I felt like he let his team down. That's just my opinion. I felt like he could have been a difference maker if they wanted to win that series. But, we'll just see. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah. That's the new one or that's the old one?
That's the new what?
That little scene with barber chop nigga.
I think that's the new one. I think. Nah, that's the old one. That's the old one.
No. That's the new.
That's the new. See, I ain't watched the new one.
Yeah, boy. You gotta go watch that.
Nah,
That's why I seen to me right there, just that scene.
Yeah, nah, man.
That nigga said, man, don't ever put no money in my hand like that.
Yeah, I can't watch the second one, man, because I'm just like, when it comes to a classic like that, and then I heard they try to bring a Friday back. Fuck out of here! All the people we've been trying to get y'all to bring back Friday forever. Now the main people that we need to be in Friday, they no longer with us no more. So I ain't trying to see that shit. If they do try to come out with another one,
It's over with. Friday.
yeah, man. Yeah, cause it was hard for me. Cause I was doing the Jazz in them game last night, dude. It was so hard for me to watch them play, man. Cause all they do is just sit there and just let Luka just dribble. Everybody just standing in the corner and all this other stuff. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? I got tired of that shit, man. I can't sit there and watch no game like that.
They play that Luka ball.
But then when Brunson is in, but when Brunson is in the game, there's more ball movement when he's in there. And I've been saying this about Brunson. Brunson should have been a starting point guard. I've been trying to say that ever since they drafted that dude. Now he should be starting. Luka need to learn how to play without the damn basketball. All that dribbling for 20 seconds and man, that shit's getting old, man. I can't call games like that. Watching the motherfucker dribble, everybody just standing in all across the 3-point line. Ain't nobody in the paint, nothing. Just watching this man go, dribble.
James Harden.
And Calvin look like James Harden, and look like RoboCop too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what I'm saying, just want to dominate the basketball. I don't like players like that. You just want to dominate the basketball and shit. Man, know how to use your fucking teammates. Y'all would have won that. Y'all would Dallas would not won that series without Brunson. Brunson is going to get a bag this year. Mark Cuban better keep that dude. I know some teams.
That nigga JC better recognize that shit.
I don't see how Jason Kidd let that shit continue to go. Oh, I forgot. Players got more power in the NBA than these coaches, so that's probably why he don't say anything or too much. Man, I can't know, man. You ain't gonna sit here and just dribble the guy. Man, it was just hard for me to call that game. Luka, dribble, 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 dribble. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Are you gonna pass the ball? Are y'all gonna get any offensive sets or anything like that? No, they're just gonna sit back and just watch. No, man. I don't see how people can play like. I don't see how these NBA players can play like that. And you're a professional athlete. In your own right as a teammate. I know that's
crazy thing is, Luka didn't come up playing basketball.
Say that again.
Luka didn't come up playing basketball like.
Yeah. He played overseas.
But they share the ball.
I know. Yep. What's up, Easttown, Oakland? What up, JT? 3,000 degrees. Salute to the Queen as well. I saw you in here. True Viking. Salute. And salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody. What you say, Trey? Man, I just can't stand watching the Mavericks just dribble that. Man, He ain't gonna be able to do that shit against Phoenix. Kamani Williams is gonna have that motherfucker just sitting there just dribbling, and nah, we're gonna make you get the ball out of his hands and shit like that. Man, I just don't like. I can't stand watching these people play. The Mavericks play. I didn't know it was that bad though. Like I did not know it was literally that bad. But hey, it's like Pops got to get all that shit up out of here. It stinks up in here. You know? So my thoughts on tonight's game, the only game that we have for tonight, the only game series that's yet to be determined, I think this series is going to go 7. Normally they have at least one playoff and at least one round that goes 7. So this might be the only series that goes 7 games. And we'll see what that got, because Minnesota has really dominated the first quarter through the whole series. They have totally dominated the first quarter. They own the first quarter in this series, and each game they have outscored Memphis in the first quarter. And that last game too was just epiphany of that game when they lost 2 20-plus point leads. You leading the whole entire game. I know some people say, oh, they getting fed the calls and all that. Shoot, in that case, shoot, the New Orleans Pelicans could say the same thing last night, because I was watching the game last night and they was getting some, like that call for C.J. McCollum got called for offensive foul. Nah, man, cut that shit out, man. That was not even an offensive foul. The man was trying to go around and ask, man, stop it. You know, so it is what it is, man. They didn't want the Pelicans moving forward. That's what I think. And even if Zion just sitting there just being a cheerleader, yeah, you on the bench with your team in the playoffs, but you wasn't with them on the bench on the team with your team the whole entire season. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but moving forward, I like their roster moving forward. I like Alvarado. He plays hard. I like that boy Herb Jones from Alabama, who was he's only the few players in college history to won Player of the Year and also Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Yeah, so we gotta, man, they just gotta, I don't know, they gotta fix that Zion shit, because moving forward, I like their squad moving forward though. I like what he's doing. I like what Willie Green is doing over there.
Oh, Willie Green.
Man, he was pouring down tears yesterday, man. I couldn't watch that.
That nigga was crying like he was a player.
I ain't never seen that before in all my years of watching NBA basketball or even college basketball. I ain't never seen a coach cry over a team. I ain't seen coaches cry like that since high school coaches. You know what I'm saying? When high school coaches
I was like, boy, this guy like he just out there and played the hell of a game.
But I kind of understand it though too with him because he was just on their coaching staff last year. You know what I'm saying? Because
he earned himself a bag.
He was on their coaching staff last year. And him and Chris Paul, they know each other really well for playing against one another and everything like that. So
He was out there trying to give Chris Paul secret.
man, Chris Paul was in his bag. There's some shots because one of my subscribers was like, "Hey, that ball look like there's a magnet in it." I was like, "Don't say that." I was like, "Don't say that. Don't say that." But most people don't think they ain't got magnets in them balls and them rims and shit. I know they do. Because let me give you one great case, and I'm not hating on Steph Curry when I say this. My subscriber got mad at me when I said this yesterday, talking about, "Oh, you hating on Steph Curry because, dude, okay, every home game that Steph Curry does, every home game, what he normally do before he goes off the court? He shoots from the tunnel. So this dude makes it every single time, walking away, yeah. And I'm Dick Van Dyke, the black one.
Man, I don't know. I don't know, man. You gotta go back and look at Damian Lillard.
I was at that game, bro. I was at that game.
And that baseball curveball he shot in there.
Right. I was at the game, bro. I told you. I was literally at that game. I was I was in the third row.
You show me a nigga that can go out there and shoot the ball and make that motherfucker slow down, go fast, go this way, go that way, in midair. Nigga, I believe in magic. That's what they be doing. If you look at a lot of those players when they shoot that ball, they launch that shit up out their hand. And then that shit slow down in midair. You be like, man, I know I'm tripping. I'm gonna be high off this.
Oh shit.
You don't want to say nothing when you been got under the influence. You be like, I don't think they gonna sound high.
Oh man, it was so hard for me, man. Cause my boy, he messaged me this morning, said, "Man, why you stopped doing the game last night?" Shout out to my boy in Texas, man. One of my childhood homies.
Boring.
He already know. He said, "You got tired of seeing Luka dribble the goddamn basketball for 20 seconds." Like, you goddamn right. That shit was getting on that shit was putting me to sleep.
Nigga, watching that Utah Jazz and Dallas series. That shit was boring, bro. Because they both suck. They at the same level. Like man, look, I don't care. Phoenix gonna get that ass. Luka don't feel like his ass being formed by bees.
You think it's gonna be a Phoenix and Golden State thing? 1 and 2?
I don't know, man. I still got Memphis.
I think Memphis give him I said this yesterday. I think I know Phoenix fans.
This is why I think, bro.
Go ahead.
Because I know what you're gonna say. This the only thing I think that this the only team other than Phoenix that can counter Golden State. Golden State, they're used to teams giving up. They wear your ass out in that third quarter, hit you with a barrage of everything. And teams usually just fold. this Memphis Grizzlies team, they ain't gonna go away. And usually when teams don't go away with Golden State, they end up beating Golden State because they end up crashing. I don't know. They feel like I gave it everything. But that's why I got Memphis. They're a comeback team. They can take what you give.
Yeah, that's what I was saying that yesterday too, because I felt like Minnesota, they have their way with Minnesota. Even though Beverly, he'll try to I know he'll get physical with Steph and all that stuff, but who's gonna guard Clay? You know what I'm saying, on their squad. I just felt like, most of these teams now, they only go by rotations. On like they shorten their rotation down. But one thing I like about Memphis, and I gotta say Minnesota too, they do play their bench players. They use their bench. You know what I mean? So I just think Memphis bench with old boy, that boy that went to Brandon Clark, who went to Gonzaga. Man, and they would have lost that series if they would have had him too. If he wasn't putting up them numbers off the bench and everything like that, man. And Jaren Jackson Jr., he gonna have to stay out of foul trouble for real. Like he's gonna really have to stay out of trouble. And I'm just gonna say this too. Yeah, it's gonna go
way because Jaren Jackson, he's gonna be guarded by the perfect defender, and that's Draymond Green. So the ref gonna be iffy on them too.
All right, I know JT. I know you're a Mavericks fan and everything like that. We'll just see, man. We'll just see. I don't know. I got the Suns winning that in 6. Because this is the thing with Luka can't continue. And this is the thing. They don't share the ball enough for me. Luka just sit there and dominates the damn ball too much. He sit there and just dribble the air out the fucking ball. I was sitting there, was like, Luka's dribbles. Everybody just standing around the 3-point line and shit. He ain't gonna be able to do that shit in Phoenix now. And I've been saying this, and nobody can sit there and say that. I've been saying this ever since they got Brunson. Brunson need to be their point guard. I said it last year before the season started. No, he don't. Luka need to be the point guard. Luka need to learn how to play off the goddamn ball. Because let me tell you something about Luka that I seen. One game, he cost them the game. He saw Jalen Brunson was on. He didn't even give it back to him. He tried to take his shine away. Nah, man. You got to learn how to use your teammates, bro. Like, really use their teammates. I'm telling you, Brunson is the main reason why they won that series. Period. That's just how I feel about it.
I didn't think they got one game in the win. And one of them home games.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it, man. Luke, after that, they gonna be like, all right. I can't nobody else do nothing. Luke do whatever you want to do. You ain't gonna beat him. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Those teams like that. Teams that put everything on one player. You just make sure nobody gives them no help.
Mm-hmm. I hope
Memphis and Golden State ain't no excuse. Everybody got their team.
I don't want to hear no excuses either. Because they said they got the three people who want them. They got Clay and Steph, and they got Dia Silent. So, and then they got these other players too. And I don't know if Iggy gonna be back or not because he's out or whatever. I think Iggy need to retire. But who to me to tell somebody to retire? But it's like I told somebody this earlier. One of the Warriors fans, I don't remember who it was. I was like, we want John Morant. Y'all better be careful what y'all wish for, because you just might get it.
May not want that motherfucker.
I'm telling you, who's going to put defensive pressure on him on the Warriors like that?
I don't think nobody going to stop him. I ain't saying like he going to win the game, but I feel like now John Morant is one of those players He gonna get his money. Don't waste your time trying to just stop him. He gonna get his money.
And Desmond Bain. And these boys can shoot threes with the Warriors too. I know the Warriors got a barrage of motherfuckers, but them boys got some 3-point shooters too. So it'd be interesting. Now, Cat, it's just hard for me to assess the Minnesota Timberwolves, but I don't know, man. Whoever they play, man. I just hope. I just hope and see what's going on, man. I just hope Luka prove me wrong, but I just don't like Luka way he's playing right now.
What you what you think about this slander, KD? You think it's well deserved?
This is the thing. This is the thing with me with this KD slander. They don't slander. They never slander LeBron James like that. Never, 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 never. And Mike Greenberg, Seth Greenberg, excuse me. You gonna sit there and tell that bold faced lie, talking if it was a LeBron James, you'll never hear the end of this shit, man. You a fucking lie. Cause every time it's always somebody else's fault. It's Russ' fault. Or when he was in the Cavaliers, it was everybody. They ain't never hold. This is one thing I don't like the media. Hey, Jamari, I don't like Luka because Luka does dribble the damn ball too much. He does. I watched the game last night, the first half. I got tired of him just dribbling the air out the ball. Keep the ball in Brunson's hands and let Luka come off the ball, period. Because when Brunson is leading the offense, to me, the Mavericks look 10 times better. And nobody can tell me I ain't lying either about the Mavericks. I watched Mavericks games this year, and they are hard to watch. When Luka sit there and dominate when Brunson's in the game, there's offense. Everybody's moving around. Just peep game. Just watch it. If you're a Maverick fan, you know this. You know what I'm saying? But if Luka know how to play off the ball more, man, I guarantee you, man, they'll be better. Now, I would give the Mavericks a better shot if they still had Tim Hardaway. That he has some of his other main pieces that he's missing, but we're just gonna see, man. May the best team wins. What's up, Relentless? Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Don't be afraid to hit that Cash App too, man. Don't be afraid to hit that Cash App or PayPal, man. What's good on? Trey, you fell out?
Give me a second.
Oh, you good? Yeah. Yeah. So we just gonna see what it's gonna be. But the Bucks and Celtics is the interesting series too. I'm picking the champs. I know Giannis is a different animal, man. Giannis and Celtics well deserved. You know what I mean? Brad Stevens took them to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. This is they trying to go for a third time and everything like that. But Udoka, man, hey, he's the one that pushed their buttons. But they ain't gonna be able to play defense on Giannis like they did with KD. They're not gonna be able to do that. Cause you got Brook Lopez can shoot the three. You got Bobby Portis, Pat Connaughton. He's coming to his own. I can't stand his ass, but Grayson Allen, he's been balling. I don't know. I just picked the Bucks, and I just think the Bucks gonna get to the conference finals. I think it's gonna be the Bucks and Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's what I think. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I'm just going by what I see. I don't trust Philadelphia. I don't trust James Harden. James Harden ducked that smoke with Miami. He ain't gonna be able to duck that smoke when they found out it was going to Philly. He probably already left them already there. So I see y'all in Philly. You know, I don't trust James Harden. I don't trust him. Hey, but he's putting that work in too, though. This is one thing they could say. Everybody could say Giannis. Everybody make their players look better and everything like that. But these players also, man, they put that work in too. These players are professional athletes too. You know what I mean? So when you pass that to double team, that's what you're supposed to have. All the great teams had that. Had 3-point shooters. I remember the great Lakers back in the day. You could throw it out to Michael Cooper, or you could throw it out to Byron Scott, 3-pointer. And even the Lakers back then, with you got Ori and you got Fisher, and you have Rick Fox, and then you had Glenn Rice. You know, you got to have all these shooters, man. You got to have shooters surrounding you, especially a dominant figure like that. And Giannis, hey, the Bucks is in good position, man. I know a lot of people sleeping on the Bucks, but and not again. I'm not sleeping on them. They're champs for a reason, man. They are champs for a reason. What's up, Relentless?
Yeah, my mic fucking up. That's why I been sorry.
Oh, you good?
Hey man, what's going on? What's going on, man?
What's going on? What you got in the playoffs?
Shit. I can't really decide. For me, you got two good matchups coming up in the East. For me, I got the Celtics and the Bucks. I think that's gonna be a 7-game series.
Yeah, I got that going 7-2. I got the Bucks though. Either way.
Yeah, it can really go either way.
I say anybody that could pop, and then I said the only team that could probably beat Milwaukee that's left to me is Boston and Miami. That's just my opinion. I don't think Philadelphia could beat them. And everything.
I got the Bucks at 7, and I got the Heat at 6.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Bucks at who you think is gonna be the West? I think it's gonna be who? I just have a feeling Phoenix gonna get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm just torn between Golden State and Memphis because I'm not disrespecting Steph and everything. I just remember when I started my basketball thing this year and all these I know some Warriors fans they kept it real, but majority of them is like we want to see Ja Morant. Well, look, if Ja Morant close the casket, that's who y'all gonna get. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Just saying. But in all saying that, they are favored to win it because, hey, Golden State should be favored to win that series because of the experience of Steph. And nobody can say Steph didn't have no performances because he closed the casket on the last game, along with Gary Payton III. You know what I mean? So they probably gonna throw Gary Payton III on Ja Morant if they end up playing him. I just don't trust Minnesota. I don't trust Minnesota. They blow too many leads. But one thing about Memphis is no matter how much down they get, they can always come back, and they've been proving that so far in the playoffs. So that's going to be interesting. I just don't know who's going to win that series. I'm still torn through my decision. But I just got to wait to who Golden State plays. Now, if they play Minnesota, I think they do easy work with them. That's just my opinion. Now,
Minnesota ain't getting through, bro. They done, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think they're getting through either. But I'm just saying that I'm just doing hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying? Because the series is not over yet. So I think the series is gonna go to 7. I think Memphis gonna get it. But I'm just saying, if some kind of way Minnesota does win it, I just don't see them beating Golden State. Now, Memphis, I could see them knocking off Golden State in about 7 games, probably. I know whoever the Warriors play, it ain't going to be no 5 games. I know that much. It ain't going to be no 5 games. It ain't going to be no easy-ass it ain't going to be no easy-ass series. You know what I mean? Because Memphis got all day low. Memphis is healthy. And so is Minnesota for the most part. So whoever team they play next, they're going to have all their guys. They're going to have all their players. So we just have to see what it's going to be, man. We'll find out at 6 o'clock. Well, 6 o'clock my time. I find out 6 o'clock my time. What's up, man? What's up again to everybody in the chat, man? What's good to everybody, man? I hope everybody's good.
I think I expect the
the
Grizzlies to
Grizzlies to
wrap
wrap
up
up
that
that
series
series
tonight, man.
tonight, man.
Even though
Even though
I like
I like
Minnesota,
Minnesota,
but
but
Minnesota, man,
Minnesota,
it's
man,
like
it's like
they
they
not there
not there
yet.
yet.
But they
But
getting
they
there. I'll
getting
tell you
there. I'll
that.
tell you that.
Yeah, they're getting there. It's about you got two young teams going at it. You know what I mean? You got two young teams going at it. I know Golden State, in some people's eyes, they just want them to just beat up each other and they just think it's going to be an easy road in the next series. Nah, these boys, especially how them young boys from Memphis, they're gonna be ready to go, man. They're gonna be ready to go. No matter who they play, I think they're gonna be ready to go. But Cat,
But
But
you want to
you
know
want to
the
know
thing
the thing
is
is
about
about
Boston.
Boston.
mm-hmm.
I was
I was
real.
real.
I gave
I
them their
gave them their
flowers
flowers
even before the
even before the
playoffs. You know what I'm
playoffs. You
saying?
know what I'm saying?
I
You
already
know, I
said
already said
Aduka should be the
Aduka should
coach
be
of the
the
year,
coach of the year.
either
Either
Aduka or
Aduka
Jason
or
Kidd.
Jason Kidd.
So
So
I'm real happy
I'm real
they
happy
beat the
they
Nets.
beat the Nets.
But for me, if
But
you
for
really
me,
put
if
it
you really put it
perspective,
perspective,
any
any
decently coached
decently
team
coached
could have beat the
team could
Nets
have beat the
though.
Nets though.
You know, I'm
You know
saying
what I'm saying? Maybe
maybe not
maybe
swept
not
them,
swept them,
but maybe in
but
six
maybe in
games. Because
six
if you really
games.
look
Because
at
if
the
you really
Nets,
look at the Nets,
I love Steve
I
Nash
love
as a
Steve
player,
Nash
but
as a player, but
it's not a good
it's not a
coach.
good coach.
You got
It's
it's just an
just an
offense that just
offense that
ran
just
by two
ran by two
players,
players,
and then whoever
and then
wants to
whoever
chip
wants
in
to
can
chip
chip
in
in.
can
Like
chip
that's what
in.
it
Like
looked
that's
like
what
to
it looked
me.
like to me.
It don't
Mm-hmm.
really
It
look
don't
like
really look
a
like
real team. And plus like just Boston, just a better team, like just better as a team. They might not have the superstars that like Kyrie and KD, but for me, they play defense. And for me, I just think overall Boston versus the Bucks is just gonna be a way better series that to watch than that piece of shit we watched in the first round. You know what I'm saying? That was terrible.
The first round been way too long. They need to get rid of this play-in bullshit. Cause this first round series has been the longest first round I ever seen in my life. Partially isn't it too because of them play-in games. Get rid of that dumbass shit. Let it get 1 through 8. You should give teams that's under 500, 9 and 10 chances to make the motherfucking playoffs.
Yeah,
That's
like
yeah.
how did
How did
Boston finish their series before Milwaukee did? Because I feel like because some of these games, I feel like for us to still be in the first round by this time, I think we should just be like there's still I think there's still series going on and shit. We should be done with this shit already. And for me, and for me, also I've been saying this for years. Like you can if you can tell me if you agree or disagree with me. If you go up 3-0 in the series, I think it should be automatic, just over. There's no need to play a fourth game because there's no way you're gonna come back and beat a team 4 times in a row. I don't believe in that. So when the Warriors went up 3-0 over when the Philadelphia 76ers went up 3-0, boom, over, end it. Because you playing a fourth game. Why are you playing a fourth game, bro? It's clearly you can already see the team is way better. If you win 3 games in a row in the playoffs against a team, they're not gonna come back and win four. I don't care who the hell's on that team. I don't care if Michael Jordan's on that team. You lost 3 games in a row. And if they go up 3-0, automatic, that third game they win should be the end. And they should just end it right there. Because I feel like you playing the fourth game. What if you play the fourth game, my star player breaks his motherfucking leg in half? Then what are we gonna do? We're going to win the series anyway. Why are we playing the fourth game? The game, the series is already dead. You know what I'm saying? They should just end it. I don't understand why they gotta play the fourth game and then they might come back. No, the Raptors was not coming back. I know this Philadelphia 76ers is shit. But they was not. They was never coming back, man. Come on, man. They lost 3 games in a row. End this shit, man. And let's call it a day. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you agree with
agree with
that, but
that?
I've
But
been
I've been
saying that for
saying that for
years.
years.
Oh, I know what you mean because we were just talking about that. Shout out to my boy LB, man. We were just talking about that, man. I think it was yesterday or the day before we was talking about. I wish they go back to that old format, especially only in the first round. I think the first round series should be the best of five, because that's how it used to be back in the day. It was best of five, and then the conference semifinals and the conference finals and the NBA finals is the best of seven. They need to go back to that format. That's just my opinion, but then again, they're not going to revert back and go back. They just want to keep these series 7 games and everything like that, man. Because I'm like you, this shit just gets boring, just gets dragged out and everything like that. Now, Philadelphia did win that series, even though
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it, but still moving forward, I just don't trust them moving forward. They're not going to
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
They're not going to beat Miami. I don't see them beating Miami. I don't
Yeah,
trust
they
James
not gonna
Harden.
beat Miami.
I don't trust James Harden. I don't trust
You
James
already
Harden.
know James Harden. You already know James Harden. This is my problem with the 76ers, right? I like Philly as a city. Been there plenty of times. Got people over there. Shout out to the 76ers. One of my favorite players is Allen Iverson. I love the Sixers. But for me, over these past couple of seasons, like you can't, like Philly does not play to their full potential. Like I don't really understand like what the issue is, and like maybe you can say it's Doc Rivers, or you can say they just don't. Like for me, that whole Toronto series, yes, Toronto's a real good team, but come on, like that series at most should have been 5 games, bro. Why did y'all have to lose a game in Philly? Like, come on, it was so unnecessary. And like for me, yesterday just proves my point about Phillies that when they play to their full potential, they will destroy teams, bro. Like, look at what they did last night. They absolutely destroyed the Raptors, bro. That series did not have to go to no goddamn 6 games, bro. That series should have been wrapped up at least 5 games, bro. Come on, bro. And even Toronto getting the game was even ridiculous. Even them getting the game was ridiculous. It was a waste of time. You got this team like the Philadelphia 76ers for the past couple of years. They do not have that killer instinct to kill off teams, bro. That's the same bullshit they did last year with Atlanta. Atlanta was done, bro. And it gave them hope. And that's how Atlanta came back. But they need to kill off teams, and that's why I don't have them going to the conference finals. These niggas is not serious, bro. You already saw when they played to their full potential, like they did last night. Well, if they did that for all 4 games or 5 games, bro, that series would have been wrapped up a long time ago. That series would have been wrapped up before Miami wrapped up their series, man, because they played the games first. Like, come on, bro. They like, I just don't understand Philly, bro. Like, they give teams too much hope. They give them life. I mean, really, they should just put the fork in it and just call it a day, bro. Why do they have to give Toronto hope that they can come back, man? Come on, man. You up 3-0.
Yeah, yeah. We just gonna have to see what it's gonna be, man. I just want this, man. They just need to do something, man. They just need to do something. They really, really, really need to do something.
And you want to
And
know one thing I was saying is
is
that
that
I
I
like
like
KD,
KD,
right?
right? Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
like
don't
the
like the
decisions he
decisions he
makes,
makes,
but when it
but when
comes
it
to
comes
his
to his
offensive
offensive
game,
game,
I like
I
his
like his
game, right?
game, right? Mm-hmm.
But I've
But
already
I've
said
already
this
said
about
this about
KD
KD
and
and
some of
some
these
of these
offensive
offensive.
players, bro. When you're a one-dimensional player, and let's say like I'm only good at scoring, and they just double me every time I get the ball, what happens? What else do I bring to the game of basketball? What else do I do? What else do I bring to the game that's valuable for my team? If Kevin Durant's shots is not falling, he does not do anything for a team, bro. What does he do? Like I'm actually asking a question. Like any like KD fans like who maybe know his game a bit better than me, I don't understand this dude. Like if he's 7 foot tall, damn near 7 foot tall, and he brings nothing to the game other than jump shooting. Because he's an average playmaker, really. If you think about it, look at the turnovers he had. Average playmaker. If you take KD out of the game and he's not scoring, what does he do? At least with people like Kobe and some other dudes who play 2 ways, even Jason Tatum, he can play 2 ways, bro. He can affect the game in different ways, bro. KD don't do that shit, bro. You can't be the best player in the world and your game is just so one dimensional, bro. No way, bro. Come on, bro. KD did nothing. Nothing. Three, I think like 10 times, bro. Like you actually got
They need a lot of help. I don't know, but they home right now. They in Cancun where they be. I know, and this is. And I was just talking about it with Trey earlier. I was like, I'm not getting into why they reeling in KD the way it is. Yeah, it's deserved, but it's like I tell people, only way we're the only YouTube people. We're the only ones that I know that hold people accountable. Mainstream don't hold these players accountable. Now they hold everybody else accountable except one person. You know what I'm saying? But it's everybody else. They spill out the bead. They come out of everything. They come out of everything. You know what I mean? To expose everybody else. But when it comes to LeBron James, he don't get ridiculed in the media. He don't get nothing. It's just washed over the rug. And just like when they got beat the year before in the first round of the playoff, just got swept under the rug. They don't get him. But if it's anybody else that's challenging him, they'll quit to pull out anything against them. So I just take it with a grain of salt. Just move on. They don't keep that same energy. But KD and them, man, they failed, man. Kyrie, they failed. They failed. Sometimes it was hard for me to watch Brooklyn this year because I'm like, do they even run any offensive sets? Do they even run even plays? Because it's just one-on-one. You go. You know, and everything like that. And they had a big, and it collapsed as well. You know, they was leading before. I know they was number one before KD got hurt. And even Kyrie did come back for them 35 games. They still had a losing record with Kyrie in there, too. So it's just like, I don't know what to assess with them. And then at the same time, I always said this. If they would have kept the same team that they had when they first went over there before they started doing all those crazy-ass trades, Brooklyn would have had a title already. They already went to a conference final. At least would have went to the NBA finals. They still had Jared Allen and Karis LeVert and all these guys, man. Dinwiddie and all them boys, man. But hey, that's what happens. But look what everybody else is doing. They trade them away, and the players that they traded away, they're having great success. So I don't know, man. I just don't get some of these. I just don't get some of these teams and what they're trying to do, and young talent, developing their young talent and everything. I know when it comes to the playoffs, it's a short leash. They want to shorten their rotations and everything. I always amend coaches that actually still play their bench. If you play your bench in the regular season, they still play in the playoffs. And the ones who do that, that has great success. The ones that don't do it, you putting yourself in a to me behind the 8 ball. You know what I mean? But we'll see moving forward, man. I just hope this series tonight is over, so we can finally get to the fucking second round, like, cause this is crazy, man. I never seen no crazy ass, long ass first round series in my life than this one right here. It's too long. Cut that shit out and let's move on.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Like, shit's crazy. Like, I don't know who's gonna win the chip because, like, for me, I want Chris Paul to win, but then I also want Giannis to win again, so he can cement his place, like, in, like, in the, like, as the best player in the world. For me, he's already the best player in the world, but like, for me, I don't know. I just want him to either. If he don't win, I want the Suns to win. But I don't want Giannis to lose in the finals. So I'd rather Giannis get bounced in the conference finals than him lose, bro. Because as soon as Giannis loses in the finals, the LeBron fans are gonna come out. So you know what I'm saying. So you already know how these dudes be. So nah, bro.
Yeah, they can let them come out. And this is the thing. This is like the let them come out. But one thing that LeBron James doesn't have that Giannis do have. Defensive Player of the Year. I know they want to sit there and say, "Oh, he should have won it that year, Marc Gasol, whatever, like that, whatever." But dude, no, man, no, man, no. You can't have it. He don't have that. He never had no Defensive Player of the Years or not even that. How many years Giannis has been first team defense? I gotta look that shit up. Let me go to Basketball Reference. That's the basketball Bible.
He might not be first team defense. Oh, this year because Bam Adebayo might get him. He should have won defense rated. Bam Adebayo should have won defense rated. Either him or Miles Bridges. I don't know. I mean, Marcus Smart, he's a good defender, but I thought they was gonna give it to like, what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but this is the best Eastern Conference. Like, this is the best Eastern Conference I've seen in my lifetime. Because growing up in like the 2010s and all that, You had fucking the Cavs beating up on like these trash teams. Like now you got actual like competition because like now these teams in the Eastern Conference like semifinals, all these dudes can be favorites to win the chip. I mean, maybe not so much Philly, but like all these is good teams right now. And even the Cavaliers, who was having a great season, they didn't even make the playoffs. So that should even tell you how good the Eastern Conference was this year, bro. Like the Eastern Conference, like I feel like now they should change the All Star back to West versus East because now the Eastern Conference is more balanced. And they got more superstars. They got better teams now. So I think it would be better for them to switch back to the All Star format and start doing these fucking pick a team and all that bullshit. God do is picking their favorites and all that shit. It should go back to just how it was because now the Eastern Conference is way better. Not way better, but it's better than the Western Conference now, bro. And I feel like if LeBron was playing, like a young LeBron was playing for the Cavs during this time with all this Eastern Conference, do you really think those Cavs teams that LeBron was making it to the finals with can really beat this Boston team? Hell no, bro. Hell no.
I know everybody. I know that LeBron apologists. They always want to sit there and say, "Well, he beat this team, dude. This is not the same as freaking team. Yeah, you might have some of the same players on there, but far as complete roster rise, no. Only one that was still on that team in 18 was Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Jason.
I think Horford was on that team.
Who?
Horford.
Yeah, Al Horford was too, but everybody else, they didn't have Peyton Pritchard. They didn't have what's his name? They didn't have Daniel Tice. They didn't have what's his face? Who else that's over there? Yeah, I just look up Giannis. I just looked at Giannis already has he's already 4-time all defensive, right?
Yeah.
He's already in his career. I think LeBron got 5. Let me stat check LeBron though, because
LeBron got 6 or some shit.
I think he got 6 too. But look, he already about to pass them already. So
hey man, I'm telling you, bro. This is the best the Eastern Conference has been. Probably since like the early 90s or some shit.
I told people
every team got a chance, bro.
I told people this when the season started, even when the seasons go on, the East is better than the West this year. No, it's not. Yes, it is. The East is they are, even though the West has have two of the best records in there, but look at it from top to bottom. The East was better than the West this year. It was. You got to give them credit on that. The East, man, they dangerous, man. The East has been dangerous this year. They've been better than the West this year, even though Chris Paul had the best record and everything like that. Yeah, he got 6 times all defensive. Okay, so we gon' yeah. Like I said, Giannis is just starting, man. And he's not even. Is he in his prime yet? Giannis in his prime, right?
He just got into his prime maybe 2 years ago or something.
Ooh. Yeah, he got. Man, the way he's doing right now is crazy. And then this is the thing. See, when I was growing up, they would actually would accepted Giannis. The old media folks, they would love what he's doing. But these new age ones, they don't like that shit. They don't like that shit. Hey, you gotta give a man credit when he's due, man. I always said that you can't be the best player in the league if you can't play both ends of the floor. I always said that. The best player in the league always got to be able to play offense and defense. You just can't sit there and just score, and that's all you do is score. Nah, you got to play defense too. Can you guard the best defender? That's what all the great ones did. Jordan did it in his 40s, guarded the best player. Even Kobe, even after his injuries and everything, they
Scottie used to guard the best player.
Dude, I watched it. Scotty did, but Jordan did guard some niggas up too. I'm talking about in his 40s. I'm talking about in his 40s when he was playing with the Wizards. Jordan was still taking on the personnel of the best player. That's like a different
generation. Like today's generation is soft. Like for me, like Ben Simmons can never do the shit he's doing back in the 90s, bro. Like Ben Simmons can never, you see this bullshit Ben Simmons is doing right now? He can never do this in the 90s or like Jamal Murray, bro, or like Kawhi. They would have been back. Like dudes who had Jamal Murray's injury, they was back within a year, bro. Jamal Murray still ain't played a game, bro. And Ben Simmons, bro, Ben Simmons not injured, bro. He not. He not injured. This nigga, let me tell you something about Ben Simmons. I like Ben Simmons, bro. I like his game. But this nigga, bro, I've never seen a dude who just doesn't have any passion for the game, bro. I've never seen this before, bro. Like, this is why sometimes you got these young players out here making millions and they lose the passion and the love for the game, bro. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and tell me that Ben Simmons is still love with basketball. That motherfucker comes, he sits on the bench with his funky outfits and shit, playing dress up and shit, thinking he like a fashion icon or some shit. This nigga don't do nothing, bro. I couldn't believe this shit, bro, when I see the season. This nigga is literally getting paid to dress up. I don't want to, if you're not playing, you don't get paid, bro. They should start doing that shit. If you're not playing, your salary should be cut in half. You mean to tell me this nigga can't live? How much you getting paid a year? 32 million? You mean to tell me this nigga can't live off of half of that? Are you serious? What the fuck are you buying that you need to get paid 32 million a year? God damn, nigga. The only motherfuckers who deserve to get paid more than 10 million a year is the superstars, motherfuckers. Like Giannis and people like LeBron and people who actually bring revenue to the fucking league, bro. Ben Simmons, bro, you have not been the face of the league since like man long, bro.
But in the case of LeBron, Isaiah Thomas did hit him on the nose. He was right though. Some that Ticket, LB, Too Raw, myself, Notable Boy, we've been trying to say, and others, man, we've been trying to say, man, them two players not the best player in the league no more, man. It's not. They not. It's been like that to me for a while. It's been like that for a while, man. So now, man, I don't know, man. I'm just waiting for all these players to retire, man, and do what they do, man. Because I just feel like LeBron, I feel like LeBron is gonna be like a Tom Brady, want to stay in his 40s and all this, redefine all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And man, get up out of here, man. Hey, man, it's all about these. Man, it should have been always been about this new generation, but now they want to talk about the new generation. Man, these playoffs been young. These players in the NBA been young. The average age of an NBA player is 26 or younger. And it's been like that. 5 years ago was the same thing. All the way to this present day, same thing. So, man, give these boys their credit, man. But you know they're going to still continue to talk about their little media darlings no matter what. One is protected, one get up, everybody else get. I've been noticing this about the media ever since LeBron got in there. LeBron gets protected, everybody else gets scolded. And the only reason why KD, and I always said this, the only reason why KD gets scolded he did the same thing that LeBron did. Yeah, he went to the team that beat him, but still he basically did the same thing as LeBron did. He teamed up. But he did it better. He actually won too. But then they don't like what he did. So then he went to Brooklyn, tried to justify it, and hey, they got beat, man. Go ahead.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Now, so my point was basically like these dudes get paid like an excessive amount of money. And you expect these dudes to still have love for the game, bro, when they can literally go out and buy anything they want. For me, I always said this. Like, I'm not saying this just because, like, I might not have as much money as them, but I'm saying, how much money do you need to live, bro? Like, it's like, I understand dudes want money. I understand that. For you to be making, like, 30 million a year, bro, like, and you're not even, like, you're not a poster child or, like, I don't understand how these fucking like John Wall. I like John Wall. I always like John Wall as a player, but I think he's making like 44 million a year. 44 million. Oh, hold up. No, fuck, you not Jordan. Why are you making $44 million a year, bro? So you mean to tell me you can't live off of 5? How the fuck you
How the
need
fuck you
44?
need
What are you
44? What are you
buying?
buying?
What are you
What are
buying
you?
that you need 44 a year, bro? Are you
Are you
serious?
serious?
And a lot of people
Are
don't
you are you
Are
buying
you
understand
buying
companies or some
companies or
shit?
some shit?
Like I
that
don't
I don't
understand
John
why these
understand why these
athletes, bro.
athletes,
Like, bro,
bro.
that John Wall contract. Look how old that John Wall contract was. Look how old that contract is when he first got that deal compared to now.
or
Or
maybe it's
maybe
like
it's like
they feel like
they
they
feel
gotta
like they
keep
gotta
up
keep up
with
with.
the Joneses, so they need to make upwards of 30 million. Like for me, if I was a ball player, nigga, all I need is like at most 5 million. Bro. Like even 5 million, I feel like that would even be too. Like, bro, you can live off of that shit, bro. What are they doing that they need 32 million a year? It's 60 million a year. Like, hold up, nigga. Damn, like that's why they say money's the root of everything. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's not that deep, bro. Like, why do you need to get paid all that goddamn money, especially if you're not playing? Like, they should be a rule that if Ben Simmons is not playing, cut that dude's money in half. If he's getting paid 20 million a year or whatever, pay him 10 mil. So maybe he might actually want to fucking come back and play. Because these dudes is complacent, bro. Ben Simmons is getting paid every fucking week or how often they paying, I don't know. He's all he's doing is playing dress up, coming in wearing designer, fucking sitting on the bench with his shades thinking you cool and shit. Out here fucking Instagram models and shit. He getting paid, bro. He don't gotta come back. Fuck he gotta come back for. He's set for life, bro. These niggas don't give a fuck about basketball, bro. You should see this nigga Ben Simmons for at practice, bro. This nigga is not shooting jump shots. How you a whole basketball player and you not shooting jump shots? This nigga is scared to shoot in practice. What the fuck? Like my nigga, what are you doing? Shoot the ball. It's like I don't understand these niggas, bro. He's over here passing the ball and shit, doing behind the back passes. Like, bro, shoot the ball. Shoot it. And like he can shoot, but it's like, oh, it's like he's scared to shoot in front of people and shit. Like, I don't like, bro. Like, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? Like, bro. Back in the bro, imagine if he was like Kobe's teammate or like Bird's teammate or some shit or like Jonas' teammate. Man, they beat that nigga up in the fucking locker room, bro. You crazy, bro. You had dudes playing with back injuries. You had Akeem Olajuwon playing, fuck with broken hands and shit. He was fasting on top of it too. You got dudes like Kareem who was fasting, who was playing ball at the same time. You got dudes like Isaiah Thomas with a goddamn broken leg or some shit. And he was still playing and shit. Like, come on, bro. These dudes, he's over here. I understand mental health, bro. I'm not disregard, but I'm saying, like, for me, if I got mental health issues, I would even want to come back. Because basketball is everything to you, right? If you're in the NBA, especially basketball is life. That's only like top 1% dudes make to the league. You should even want to be back on the court for it to even help him to help. But if this nigga is just, of course you're gonna be depressed if you're not playing basketball, bro. What the fuck? Anybody like if you claim you love the sport so much, of course you're gonna be depressed because you're not playing it. Like you're not in Philly no more. You got a new challenge. For me, I would have been on the court, bro. I'm talking about, oh, I'm gonna come back for game 4. And then like nigga, didn't you say he's gonna be out for the rest of the season? Now you come back game 4 and then you never come back game 4.
I
That
already
don't make
knew.
no sense, bro.
I already knew that man wasn't coming back, so I'm not even gonna get into that with Ben Simmons. Because I don't know. I'm just not even gonna talk about him. I don't know what's
Like
going
I just don't
on.
understand what his problem
It
is,
ain't.
bro.
It ain't just him. It's a lot of these cats in the end. It's not just him. It's just this new era now. You know what I mean? They don't want to go out there and play, but they once. This is I always say this. You could tell players that really wants to play, and you could just tell players who really just. I know players they really once they get that bad, they feel like they ain't got nothing else to prove no more. But these players nowadays, they are just a whole lot different. You know, social media, they want to do this. They got their hands tied in. Some of them want to be rappers. Some of them got businesses. Some really actually doing something on the side or whatever like that. They just got multiple things going on and everything like that. But I always said this: you don't mess up your main money getter. Your main money getter is basketball. You know what I mean? Like for instance, Dame. I ain't never seen so many Dame commercials in my life. Now, I mean, he ain't even playing.
Now all of a sudden they doing commercials and shit. All that goddamn free time he got.
Yeah, so it just is what it is, man. And that's why I just don't. That's why I do respect the players who really do give they all. You know what I'm saying? Like they really give it they all. Like they really give him day off.
Like if you had like I can understand if you had like a real injury, like a Gordon Hayward injury, or like a fucking like a Victor Oladipo injury or some shit. But like, bro, you could have came back from this injury a long. Bro, first of all, I don't even think he was even injured. I just think he didn't want to play in Philly, right? And then he's coming out saying, "Oh, I got this little minor injury here and all this shit." Like, bro, you're not injured, bro. You're just not. There's no way Ben Simmons is injured. The mental health part, he probably is kind of depressed. But listen, if anything, if you're depressed, if anything, I wouldn't even want to come back because you find your joy in what you do. That's how I know this motherfucker. He don't want to play ball, bro. Like for me, I could already tell that Ben Simmons wasn't. He was just a media plant since high school because I could just tell he got all that talent, but when a motherfucker makes it to the league and he still ain't improving his jump shot, that should just tell you that okay, he's just getting by. Ben Simmons, bro, he does not work on his game, bro. No way, because there's no way that he's still the same player he was, and not even at college. In high school, he's still the same player. Nothing about Ben Simmons' game has changed. The only thing he's done that's maybe changed that he's in the NBA, bro. Nothing's changed about his game, bro. And I'm telling you, I grew up in the Ben Simmons era where he was in high school watching all those goddamn mixtapes. He still has the same game, bro. Still can't shoot. Just a motherfucker who's athletic, who could pass and all that and rebound. He still can't shoot. Not even mid range, bro. And I don't care how much threes. Like NBA players can make like Dwight Howard makes like 33s in a row in practice. When it comes to the game, then they can't shoot, bro. I don't want to hear about him. Oh, look at him shooting in practice. Nigga, anybody can shoot in practice, bro. I can make 60 shots in practice, bro. That's nothing. But when it comes to the game, he can't do none of that, bro. He still ain't improved. Bro, T Price, I'm telling you, this dude's game, like ask anybody from like my generation, bro. This dude's game is the same thing since his senior year in high school. I'm telling you, when he's playing with D'Angelo Russell, his game has not changed one bit, bro. I can't believe it. He's making all this money, and you tell me you couldn't improve one facet of your game? Are you serious? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I can't believe this dude, bro. He's actually spinning.
Some have it and some doesn't, bro. We could talk about that dude all day. We were gonna talk about people that's actually, excuse me, that actually is playing last night. What you thought about? Did you watch the game last night between the Jazz and the Utah? Me, I couldn't do it because I was on here live and I gave up. I gave up. Because there's one thing I don't understand about Luka, and I was saying this earlier. They got it, but Luka does dribble the goddamn ball too much. Just dribble. Everybody that's standing around. You is not gonna beat the Phoenix Suns like that, Luka. You ain't gonna beat them Suns like that. But we'll see. And then the other game last night, man, they closed the casket as well. The Phoenix Suns. So it's gonna be the Suns and the Mavs. I got the Suns in that series because I know Brunson gonna do his thing, but I just don't trust Luka, man. I don't trust, and Luka need to thank Brunson for winning that series, man. Like for real, and then I even noticed some things when Brunson be going, when he got it going and shit, and Luka come in, Luka don't want to give him the ball or anything like that, and I'd be like, Luka, you got it, nah, man. I noticed when Brunson's in the game, the ball moves around. The ball moves. They actually move around the court. But when Luka's in there, they just stand. Everybody standing behind the 3-point line.
It's like a one-on-one game. You know what I'm saying? It's like a one-on-one game with Luka, bro. Like I like Luka, but his game needs to mature a little bit. And like I can't keep on like criticizing Donovan Mitchell and like keep on like and let Luka pass. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes like. The Utah Jazz, first of all, Utah Jazz has always been that franchise like I just never gave a fuck about. Like I don't know if it's because it's Utah or like I just know I just look at them as one of those franchises like you just did to make up the numbers. Couldn't care less about that franchise. Like they should just move that shit to like fucking somewhere else. I don't give a fuck about Utah. But them niggas, I always knew they was gonna lose. Them Utah Jazz is finished, bro. Like Quinn Snyder. I don't know who's more fraudulent as a coach, Quinn Snyder or fucking Billy Donovan. I think they both of those coaches is clowns. Bro, like these niggas, bro. I can't, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm just happy that this era of like mediocrity for the Utah Jazz is coming to an end. They need to trade some dudes. Conley, I love Conley, but Conley's just been non-existent this season. Rudy Gobert has been getting better offensively, but still Like I'm not gonna play my starting center who can't put the ball in the ocean. Like I just have a real issue with a motherfucker who's just good on one end of the court. Like I don't know. Rudy Gobert, man, a great player, but like people say he's a great defender too. I've been seeing this nigga get crossed up all season. I don't know what's going on. This nigga just like the whole Utah Jazz organization is just falling off a cliff. Donovan Mitchell needs like 60 shots to score 30 points a game. He shoots himself out of the game, low IQ, just a Walmart version of Kobe. I've been cooking these niggas for so long, but I'm getting tired of the Utah Jazz, bro. Like I like Donovan Mitchell, but he needs to get out of there. Like he's accomplished a lot in the short time in the league. Been in the playoffs like every single year, but like this dude's game has just been the same since college. Another one whose game is just like, I'll get you 30 points a game, but first I need to shoot the ball like 60 times. So like, what's the difference between him and Harden and shit? Like, Donovan Mitchell, he's just another one. Like, eventually the media is just gonna leave him. It's just gonna like hang him out to dry because they're just gonna realize this nigga's just like, I don't know, man. Like he already proved to me last season in the playoffs against the Clippers that he needs a lot of work on his game, bro. He just needs a lot of work. He needs to put in extra work because he's already an undersized guard who's an average playmaker. I feel like he can get better as a playmaker. His shot selection is shit. Lives off his athleticism. If he didn't have that, I don't know where he would be right now. But
I'm gonna say this about Utah. I'm gonna say this about Utah right quick. I just thought about this. They got Pascal from the Warriors, okay? They got Rudy Gay, okay? And Rudy Gay, I know he's a veteran, but he can still get you some points. You're not even using them. You didn't even play them at all. And then they drafted them two boys from Baylor for the national championship team, and they got that boy from Kansas, Azubuike. That's a center. But I already know he ain't gonna play because you got Whiteside, I call him Shitty Side. You got Whiteside. But I remember when Rudy Gobert was hurt, and then when Azubuike was playing, he was putting up great numbers. And as soon as Dai Fatal come back, no, I can't believe they paid that man $200 million. $200 million. What that man do?
Who Gobert?
Yeah, Rudy Gobert get paid $200 million.
Oh my God, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Playing these players way too much money, bro. Like, come on, bro. Rudy Gobert, are you serious? Or because of a couple of defensive players of the year, y'all gave him $200 million? That's why. Listen, I don't agree with Shaq on a lot of shit, but I totally agree with him on this. Like, why is he getting paid $200 million? Are you serious? How much money is KD even making? How much money is Giannis? They're not making $200 million. I doubt they're making $200 million. No way, bro. Why is he getting paid that much money, bro? Like, come on, he's a good player and all that shit. But listen, like, what has he done in his career to get that type of salary? He ain't done nothing in terms of the playoffs. He ain't done nothing, bro.
And when it comes to Spidey, I think Spidey is going to lead. But I don't know. I see Dwayne Wade over there, and Spidey look kind of suspect now, bro. Like he beginning to look suspect to me, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
But I know.
I've seen this for the past 2 seasons, he's so suspect.
But I will say this, shout out to my boy Will the Thrill, because he did say this way before anybody else said it, that Spidey was going to come back to New York. And then there's reports coming out, shout out to Ticket, that that the Knicks try to pair up Spider and Anthony Davis to come to New York. I don't know.
No. AD ain't take his ass. He ain't take his ass to nursing home. Take his ass to the ER, get his medical and shit. I don't want AD, man. I'd rather them trade Kemba Walker and some other dudes and get rid of Julius Randle and bring Spider over and let him play with RJ Barrett. Come on, bro. Like, I don't want AD, man. AD, he's not the same AD, bro. Even the old AD used to get injured, bro. I don't want this AD, bro. Come on, man.
I don't know. I just want the Knicks. To do better, man, moving forward, man. But I always said this too. Once Tibbs need to go. to me, man, because they still keeping him, of course. But let that have been, let that have been the coach. What's his name? He coached at Indiana now, his alma mater. If that was Mike Woodson, they would have got rid of his ass for this performance that they've been doing. But I don't know what's going on with these players nowadays. But I'm just gonna keep it real, man. We just gotta see what's going to be like, man. I don't get these players. I don't. And the players that do put in that work, they don't get the credit, they don't get the praise, anything like that. Where players that team up together and everything, they get all the praise, the flowers, the accolades, the best in the world, and all this. When you teaming up, dominating the league, I ain't never gave nobody extra credit for that. I always support them players who really get it out the mud. You know what I mean? So, but Utah ain't been shit ever since fucking Karl Malone and John Stockton days, man. So I don't know what they're gonna do moving forward, man. But they need it. I don't know. I just ain't never rooted for the Jazz anyway. In any kind of way of capacity. And everything like that. Cause I don't understand these coaches in this league anyway. Why have an NBA draft and you don't even draft the players that's supposed to help your team get better? Jazz is another team, along with many other NBA teams. They drafted players, and you don't even use them. And then you're gonna put them out. And then all of a sudden you're gonna put the players in when you're getting your ass whooped when the season over with. Man, if I was a player, I wouldn't come in. Like, fuck that. You ain't play me all season. Then all of a sudden you want me to come in and play these last 2, 3 seconds, 32 minutes of this game. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's how I would have been like. You ain't played me all year, and all of a sudden you want nah. You could tell teams that actually use their talent. Memphis use their talent. Golden State Warriors, they draft well. And let them boys get out there and get that burn. It always benefits a team like that, man. Look at Boston. They drafted well. And player development is so crucial in this league. Even Cleveland, they've been drafting well. They gonna get better. You can just tell these teams that really drafting these players and really getting these players an opportunity. Players need an opportunity to show their skills, but a lot of these NBA coaches, they still holding on to these veterans like Michael Conley playing all them goddamn minutes and shit like that. Like, dude, who's the backup point guard for him? Oh, they just let Spider. But dude, why you drafted Jared Butler from Baylor, and you don't even use him at all? He been on y'all team for 2 years now, and y'all don't even use him at all. That's sad. Azubuike, y'all don't even use him either. Use him sparingly. But watch, when it comes to Summer League, them same players that they drafted, they be in the Summer League. The most burn they'll get in on the Summer League. But then when it comes to their team, they don't even get players off because they want to sit there and hold on to these players, man. Hey, newsflash, it's been like this 5 going on 6 years. The NBA is young. Play these boys, man. Why draft these players and don't even fucking play them? That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, I agree, bro. They be drafting players like they be drafting them. Like, also, I feel like they be drafting them, and then like later on, they use them as like trade bait and shit. Not even play them because they young and they got like years and shit. They be using them as trade bait. They don't be fucking playing them. Shit. They draft a motherfucker without even having like even look at what Minnesota did to like the motherfucker they got from Texas Tech. What's his name? J. Culver or some shit like that. They ain't play that nigga. They just use him as fucking trade bait for the next season. The same thing Miami did with Precious Achiuwa. Damn, how you fucking just draft a motherfucker and just trade him? Damn, like, what the fuck? That's why I'm happy that Achiuwa had a good year.
Yeah, shout out to Toronto. Yeah, shout out to Toronto too. Like teams like Toronto, Cleveland, Minnesota, Memphis, Cleveland, Houston. You got to get these young boys out there. How you expect these boys to get experience in the league when you don't play them? Don't be like Tibbs. Wait till your best players end up getting hurt. Wait, your so-called best players get hurt on the team, veterans get hurt, and then you want to put them out there at the end, and then you want to yank them out when they make a mistake. Only way they're gonna get good if they play. They ain't no good on your bench. You gotta play
Like
these
even
guys.
look at the Warriors, man. I always
Yep.
say the Warriors is the best team when it comes to scouting and drafting players. Like even look at what they did with Moses Moody and what's his name, Kaminga, my guy. I was like, yo, Kaminga getting into this team. At first, I was like, why are they drafting Jonathan Kaminga? Kaminga need playing time. But what they did is that they said, you know what, first half of the season, we put you in the G League. He was playing every single game in the G League. Came back, was fucking cooking the Lakers, bro. Came back, cooking all these teams, bro. Getting them key points off the bench. And then this series, he was kind of like Steve Kerr was kind of hesitant to play Kaminga, but when he let him off in Game 3 in Denver, and he saw the impact he brought off the bench. Like that's how you train these players. But you know, like some of these teams, they just keep the players there on the end of the bench.
Facts. They just keep your.
Just in case, yeah. Somebody get
Hey,
injured or
relentless.
some shit.
Hey, relentless. Hold it down. I gotta make a phone call right quick, man. I gotta make sure my lady arrives safely because her family went to Vegas to check on their brother, check on my brother-in-law, my future brother-in-law, and everything like that. But hold it down. I will be right back for me, man. You got.
Yeah, I'm gonna just chop it up about the Miami series.
Yeah, let's chop it up about the series just keep it going. Talk about the series that's continuing to go, man. Because a lot of people like to hear you though. So I have a lot of my homies. They're like, man, that young homie, man, he knows what he's talking about. He makes a lot of sense.
Salute, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, go ahead. You got it, bro. Hold it down.
Hey, man, salute. Hey, salute to Miami too, bro. I was saying earlier in the season that I don't really trust Miami, but listen, bro, Miami. Oh man, I like Miami as a team. I'm not gonna lie. I like the fact that they don't have like an out and out superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like I like at first early in the season, I was kind of criticizing them. You know, especially when they lost to the Heat and shit. I was like, oh, they don't got no superstars and all of this. But Jimmy Butler, for what he is, like you can't look at Jimmy Butler for what he isn't. You just gotta look at him for what he is. Like he's a decent scorer, good defender. You know, he brings the intensity every game. You know, I just like motherfuckers like Jimmy Butler. Even though I criticize him a lot, you know, for what for his shooting and shit, saying that he don't know how to shoot. You know, I would just be clowning that nigga, but really, he's just a good player, bro. And I feel like this Miami team is better than the team they had in the bubble. Like I feel like this Miami team, like the thing that motivated them in the bubble was the fact that they underdogs, but I feel like they still got that a good balance between like the underdog mentality and the like, yo, we know we can win it all mentality. You know what I'm trying to say? And plus, like they just got good defenders, bro. Like they got motherfuckers who just willing to defend. Like even look at Tyler Hero, even though he might not be the best, always gives that energy. You know, like Trae Young, man. You know, Trae Young made a comment. He was like, "Oh, nobody has ever guarded me like that since like high school or some shit." And that should tell you something. Like, bro, this team knows how to play defense, bro. Spoelstra, like he's a good balance coach. Like he knows, how to balance it through offense and defense. Like he's played, he's coached like some of the best players to ever do it and shit like Chris Bosh and D Wade and LeBron and Ray Allen. You know, he's been around the block. So I'm happy that Miami's actually good this season, bro. Like Miami, they always, I always got a like soft spot for Miami. So like for me, this series against Philly, I think if Philly plays to their full potential, it's a 7-game series. If they can play the way they played against Toronto, I think they get beat in 6, right? I think Miami's gonna win that in 6 games. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. Like Miami, I'm really happy for them, bro. Cause like the fact they got the first seed, it makes it a bit easier for them. Even though all the teams in the East is real good, I think them playing Atlanta was a good warm up for like the main course. You were able to see the defensive schemes and all that. It's really, if I'm Trae Young, bro, going up against a team like Trae Young thought it was gonna be easy. Like this is not you're not gonna come to Miami and try to play like Miami, like you did against New York, bro. Like you're not gonna shush the crowd or you're not gonna bro. They're not going for that. Miami don't play that shit. They got dudes that veteran guys on the team. Even though Udonis Haslam don't get much minutes, he's still a good presence. Like I think when Udonis Haslam retires, they probably gonna give him a coaching role or something like that, like a trainer role, because like he loves that Heat franchise role, and like they got rumors. Like I don't know, T Price, if you heard this, probably get back on it. We chop it up about this, but they was saying that Oladipo got beef with. They said Jimmy Butler got beef with Oladipo, and how Oladipo and Jimmy Butler can't play on the same team together and shit because they got similar like play styles or whatever the fuck. Man, Oladipo completely killed off that rumor, yeah, in the post conference, man. Talking about, he made a joke talking about I'm gonna go cry in the locker room because Jimmy Butler hates me and all that shit. Like the team just seems like they together, bro. And I'm happy for Victor Oladipo. Like people been talking about him, you know what I'm saying? But when Victor Oladipo is like healthy, he's an all-star level player, bro. I keep on trying to tell dudes this. Like he's a good two-way player. He knows how to defend the perimeter. He's good on the ball. He's got handles. He's improved as a great playmaker. Like you saw, he made some good passes off the pick and roll with Bam Adebayo. I think him and Bam Adebayo. I don't know. I'm telling you, it might be that Nigerian connection, bro. I'm telling you that West African connection between them two. But them two, man, Adebayo and Oladipo, they're gonna be key. I don't know if Oladipo's gonna get those minutes like he did in the last two games, but Oladipo definitely, I think Evan Spoelstra is going to start utilizing Oladipo a lot more, especially like him coming off the bench or him starting with like people with Tyler Hero and all that. But the Heat got a good team, man. They got scoring everywhere. They got Jimmy Butler who can score, put the ball in the basket, Adebayo who can score. Listen, I fuck with Philly, but Philly, man, they got to pray for a miracle because this is not Toronto. Toronto's a good defensive team, but Toronto don't have the talent that Miami has. You know what I'm saying? Miami got the talent to go with the hard work, the tenacity, and everything. So I think Miami, they're gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Semis. Now, who they gonna play? I don't know who they're gonna play. I'm still kind of torn between the Bucks and the Celtics, but I think the Celtics and Bucks is gonna be a 7-game series, and I think the Heat and the 76ers is going to be a 6-game series. I don't trust James Harden. I think James Harden's a great player, great playmaker. I just don't trust him. And like I said, like early on here, Philly, they don't play to their full potential. And like the first time I saw Philly play to their full potential was last night. The game was not even close. And that's how it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand Doc Rivers, he has some bad luck, but really if he gets that team playing like the way they're supposed to be, like I know the game isn't played on paper, but if they get the team playing like the way they need to up on that shit, then bro, that's a 7-game series. But I don't trust Philly. I do think Philly's talented enough to at least get 2 games off of Miami. That I don't have them winning the series. And I think if they do win the series, I think that's a big disappointment to Miami because Miami they might not have the talent that Philly has on paper, but they got the hard work and they got some of the best role players in the league. Even though Philly got some good ass role players too, and Thibault and all these other guys, and Reed, and I don't want to call Tobias Harris a role player, but I think he's a decent, he's a borderline all-star. He's not. I wouldn't really consider him a role player, but they got some good players. But yet again, I don't really trust Doc Rivers. I think he's a good coach, but I don't trust him. And if you look at this Boston series against Milwaukee, that's a 7-game series, like I said. But Ime Udoka, for me, my coach of the year. I think they have the number 1 defensive rating in the league or some shit or something like that. Or I think they're in the top 3, definitely top 3. I don't know, bro. Like, so for me, the only reason why I'll say the Bucks will win is because they have Giannis, and I do think Boston made easy work of the Nets because the Nets don't really play together as a team. It's a hard one to call, man. A real hard one to call, but I'm gonna go with the Bucks in a close 7 games. I think that series is gonna go down to the wire. I think it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a war between those teams because those teams, like the Bucks, got good balance, man. That's what I like about the Bucks. They got good balance to their team. They got dudes who can shoot, come off the dribble. They got dudes that Damn, I just remember they don't have Chris Middleton. Oh shit. Damn, I'm gonna have to think about this. I just remember they don't have Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is missing the whole second round. God damn. I don't know, man. If T Price was here, I'll probably ask him his opinion, but I'm not too sure, man. Because without
Yes, sir.
Chris Middleton, I don't know, bro.
Chris Middleton, you think they can beat Boston? I think they can.
I,
I think they can. You know why? Because you know why? This is the thing. Look, when you're a champion, and Giannis proves, and this is one thing I noticed about a team like Milwaukee, and like a team like the Golden State Warriors, and a team like who else I could say? Okay, I say Warriors, Bucks, and a team like Miami. They all knows they all know what they want to do. So
yeah. Yeah, but without, I don't know, bro. Like this series, I think this series is gonna be way more competitive than the Miami and 76ers series. Even though I do think Miami and 76ers is gonna be a real good series too, but I think it's gonna be one of those good series, but it'll be like a real good 6 game series, but like a real close 6 games. But I think this shit is got the Bucks and the Boston is gonna be that's gonna be a bloodbath, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That shit they're gonna go. It's about to go down, bro. Because it got 2 good teams who know how to score, 2 good teams who know how to play defense. You got teams that scratch the floor. You got teams that you got people like Al Horford, Brook Lopez who can spread the floor, hit the three, defend. You got Giannis. For me, if they had Middleton, I think I would say Bucks in 7. But also another reason why I say it's gonna be a 7 game series because Coach Bud he's a good coach, but I don't trust that much. I just feel like he's gonna make some late game decisions that's gonna fuck everything up. That's the only reason why I put it to say 7 games because you got Ime Udoka, who I think right now is one of the best coaches in the league, bro. Because the way he's got that team playing, like if he was to ask me early in the season, bro, if it was early in the season, and let's say the Boston Celtics never really improved and they finished as a 7th seed, I would definitely have the Bucks winning like in 4 games or like 5 games or some shit. But like, bro, the way he's improved that team, like I feel like they on the same level as. But I feel like this series is going to really show. Okay, Giannis, is you really the best player in the world? Can you really take down? Because really, if you think about it, right, what team is going to challenge the Bucks like the Celtics? What team is really going to challenge them like the Celtics? Like you can say the Heat, but they have the Heat's number. I feel like the Heat. I feel like the Heat is a 7 game series, but I feel like the Heat would. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. You know what? The whole Eastern Conference just got my head all over the place. I don't know what the fuck going on. All I know is that Miami's gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and it's a toss up between the Bucks and the Celtics. Before
I
I
agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Like I was having a hard time too, try to figure out who's going to be at the end of the games and everything like that. But yeah, I agree. I just think it's going. I just think Milwaukee just going to get there, man. Because I noticed, because something I always been saying since I was on YouTube. Every generation starts out every decade always have a team that repeats. You know what I'm saying? And I think Milwaukee's in the perfect case scenario for honestly for it to get it done. Now let's just say for sake of argument, the last series they had, Boston played against them. They ain't gonna be able to do that against Giannis. Giannis got too many. They got too many players over there. And don't forget about Pat Connaughton. He's been coming in his own. They got Grayson Allen. He can shoot the 3 ball and everything. And you know Drew Holiday's gonna be Drew. Bucks is dangerous, man. And that I just wish the Boston series and this series right here would have is like an Eastern Conference Finals. But I'm not discrediting Miami, but Miami got some dogs over there too. So.
And you want to know this too. Let's say Boston does beat the Bucks. If Boston can beat the Bucks, they can win the chip, bro. I'm gonna just come out and say that if they beat the Bucks, I got them winning the chip. Because ain't no way they're gonna beat the Bucks and then magically lose to like they might fucking win it. If they win the Bucks and they do it like convincingly too, like in like 6 games. Oh no, I got them winning. I got them winning the whole. I got them winning the whole thing, bro. Because if you look at the Western Conference, one team I really got them winning is the Suns. But one thing I didn't like about the Suns is that they made their life harder with that series. I know the Pelicans is real good. They got real hungry dudes. They a good team and shit. But I didn't like the fact that they made that series harder than what it was supposed to be. But I still got them making it to the final.
Okay. Yeah, we just gonna see. Collins on the East. I know the East and everything like that is the East. The East is competitive, man. Shout out to everybody once again, man. Yeah, we in here cooking, man. It's Friday, man. Hit the like, share, subscribe, man. Hit that Cash App, PayPal if you show desire, man. It's Friday, man. I'll be kicking with y'all pretty much today, man. And definitely, I will be doing the Memphis Grizzlies and Game 6 against the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. We just sitting here talking about what's left. What's left for these teams, man? Only season, only playoff series is yet to be determined is this Minnesota and Memphis series. So I just say this: if Golden State play Minnesota, I think they'll beat Minnesota, but I think they have a harder time, in my opinion, of beating them Grizzlies because the Grizzlies ain't gonna be scared to play against nobody. They ain't scared to go against Golden State Warriors either. But I do get the edge slightly only because of championship experience to Steph, Clay, and Dia Silent, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because I just don't know. I think that lack of size of Golden State, I don't know when it's going to really hurt them.
Yeah.
I don't know which series is going to hurt them just yet. So I just gonna wait and see who they play, how everything play out, and everything like that. Because I knew they was going to win that series against Denver. I felt like they should have swept them boys. Because look, I know everybody want to down Jokic and everything. Y'all always want to down these players. Y'all down players like Jokic, but then if that was anybody else, well, he didn't have his whole team. Jokic didn't have his two best players either. Even though
you want to know what this about Jokic?
I like
I was
Jokic.
kind of happy for him that he was at least able to get a game because him getting swept twice in a row was not going to be a good look. Because you know what?
Facts.
I also don't want Jokic to fall into this trap. And I like to call it the LeBron trap, where you got a great player, but it just the blame always gets thrown towards not having help. I didn't want him to fall into that trap in terms of like keeping going to the playoffs, not doing nothing in the playoffs. I don't want him to be like that LeBron, because him and LeBron got like similar, not play style, but similar. Like they like to get their teammates involved and shit, and they so-called make their teams better. I didn't want him to so at least him getting the game shows that okay, maybe he does need his teammates, because I don't want them to start making like an absurd amount of excuses. You get what I'm trying to say? Like for Jokic, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I agree. That game, I was watching that game on Sunday. The game, what was the game? Game 5? No, game 4. That was a good ass game for me. I think the final moments of the last game, the closeout game in Golden State, Denver had a chance to win that shit. It's just those wasted possessions they had, and they got motherfucking Curry, who all of a sudden starts hitting all these threes after he's been shooting shit the whole series. I mean, you can't really stop that, you know what I'm saying? But Jordan Poole cooled down a little bit. I was expecting Jordan Poole to like average 29 the whole series. That was never gonna happen. They put him down a little bit. But nah, the Golden State team, I don't know how I feel about Golden State. It's kind of weird. It's like sometimes they shit, sometimes they good. I don't know, but I can't really put my finger on it. But for me, they should make the Western Conference Finals. I don't think there should be any excuse. They should make it. Just based on the experience they had, and they got a lot of dudes who's winners on that team. They should make it. If they don't, I think that's a disgrace. Teams like the Suns, teams like the Bucks, maybe not so much the Bucks, but teams like that, right? Who already have won some. I think the expectation for them is they should make the semis. They should make the semis, the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't think there's no excuse. And even when you was gone, I want to ask you about this. Even when you was gone, I was talking about Miami, right? And how much like uh I basically apologized to all the Miami Heat fans and shit because I was saying they're not real contenders. But listen, what that even though they were supposed to beat Atlanta, they made Trey Young look like a motherfucker who playing in high school or some shit, playing with grown men. They made that little fast motherfucker, that little Speedy Gonzalez motherfucker look like a fucking. They made him look like I don't even know what they made. They made him look like he was playing high school, like he was playing in high school. He was playing against grown men, bro. He made this motherfucker. This motherfucker had. See, Price, you're gonna fall out your chair when I tell you this. They made defended Trey Young so good that this motherfucker had. Bro. Can you believe that shit, bro? Ain't no way they made this dude have more turnovers than made field goals. No.
It's just aberration, and it's just like shout out to Isaiah Thomas because Isaiah Thomas Isaiah Thomas. He hit on something. He was like, we really need to start evaluating these players. God, I've been trying to say this. Look, the way that these games is played now, and everything, and I know Trey, he's okay offensively, but you play physical. That's why I always try to tell these players. If they really get back to playing in the old era, like the way style of play, like it's playing overseas and stuff like that, where it's physical and everything like that, these players, a lot of these players won't even last because they can't stand physicality. Trey, he can't stand physicality, and that was the worst matchup for the Hawks to have to play against the Heat because he gonna make you work for it, and then the Heat. Then getting Oladipo back, that was huge. That was huge for them because he's been hurt all season.
Yeah, but I was just talking about Victor Oladipo.
Miami's looking dangerous though. Then you got Strus, and then Miami got too many snipers over there too. They got Strus, and they got that boy Vincent, and you got that boy Tyler Hero, and Hero he can take the ball off the dribble.
They got one of the Morris twins.
Yeah, they got the Morris twins. Yep. Even they got that boy Detman. Detman, he can shoot the 3-ball too. Hey, Miami's a very dangerous team. I just want I want it to be Miami and Milwaukee to see who it out. I think whoever wins that and everything like that will go to the finals. I don't know who would they play in the West. I'm just torn. I'm just torn between I just don't know between in the West, I don't know. I just got Phoenix. I got Phoenix going in the conference finals. I just don't know who they're going to play. I just going to say Golden State, just for the sake of argument. And
I'm gonna go with the Suns.
I'm gonna go with the Suns and to play Golden State in the conference finals, where a lot of people thinking it's probably going to be. But I won't be surprised if the Grizzlies knock them out. I'm just saying, I won't be surprised. Because you always got a team that's always gonna. You always got teams on the rise. And Memphis, they on the rise. Minnesota, they on the rise too. Cleveland, even though they lost in the play-in and whatever like that, they on the rise. It's gonna be interesting what Colin Sexton gonna be. He's gonna be a free agent this summer. And I just like how teams really develop. And another thing I've been understanding too, I know about these players now. Once they secure their bag, they worry about their brand and all this and that there. And that's perfectly fine. But that's the difference between this era and the last era that I grew up on. They didn't have all these opportunities and everything. They really honored their contracts and everything like that. And I keep telling y'all that CBA, they're going to crack down. They're going to start cracking down. They're going to start cracking down on this shit, man. And James Harden, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see Doc Rivers being there 2 months longer. I honestly see. When they first got Philadelphia first got James Harden, I already said to myself, how long is before D'Antoni gonna be here. Then I'm hearing reports for all these teams that they're interested in D'Antoni. I'm like, man, D'Antoni's not gonna go to them teams. Only team he's gonna go is to somebody who he knows, and I can see him with James Harden. And then when he gets James Harden, guess who's gonna have to go? I can't see Embiid playing in a D'Antoni system. No, no.
I feel like James Harden. He's not the same player he was. Like this motherfucker ain't scored 50 points for like 3 years, bro. So like,
oh yeah,
bro, he's just not. He's not that good no more. He had to change. He has to change his game to become more of a playmaker, facilitator, because he can't blow past people and he's not getting the same calls.
oh yeah. He wants the calls though too. Every time it's hard for me to watch. This is just my opinion. Philadelphia was was way more pleasant to watch way before they even got freaking what's his name? I'll call him titties over titles. Titties over titles. They was looking better. They had Seth. They had all these boys, man. And you got rid of, and this is the thing. And then when I don't know, man. I just don't get these. I just don't get it. Philly just hard for me to watch with James Harden. To me, they look way better without James Harden.
Yeah, I think Philly, they need to really be careful going into this series because it can either be a close 6 games or maybe even 7 if they really turn up, or it could really, you never know. We know nobody knew that nobody knew that the Celtics was gonna fucking sweep the Nets. You never know. They might fucking beat them in 4 or 5 games. You don't know. Miami might just wipe the floor with them. You don't know because maybe they go into that series like, oh yeah, we Philly, we got this. But you gotta remember, James Harden does not like playing against the Heat, bro, or teams like the Heat. You don't like those teams that's gonna be in your face because it's the same thing they did to what's his name, Trae Young. They're gonna do the same shit to James Harden because James Harden is all fun and games until you try to get a switch and then you get switched on to motherfucking PJ Tucker. You do another one, you get switched on to Bam Adebayo, who can guard 1 through 5. Then you get switched on to Jimmy Butler, switch on your ass. Then you get with Depot, who's a good 2-way player as well. To super point, he switch on his phone. They got defenders all over the place, bro. You didn't see, bro. Did you see the clip of Trae Young? He was calling the screen. He kept on switching, and they kept on switching him to like a motherfucker who could defend. Like the whole starting lineup can defend, bro. Like, bro, you're not escaping them. Like for me, James Harden is not gonna do shit offensively that series. I think he's gonna average a high number of assists because that's the only thing he's gonna be able to contribute to the game, bro. They're gonna get James Harden out of the game. It's just gonna be Maxey having little spurts, but Maxey's not there yet in terms of superstar ability yet. He's got the potential, but he's not there. He's still young, so he's probably gonna be going through his rough patches during the series. It's gonna be all Embiid, bro. All Embiid. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be Embiid all over again, bro. Same shit that Embiid has been carrying this motherfucking franchise for years. He's gonna have to carry them against Miami all by himself. Meanwhile, Miami got motherfuckers like Jimmy Butler. But Kyle Lowry might be coming back. Victor Oladipo just came back. 6th man of the year in Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo. All these other dudes, bro. Ain't no way Philadelphia beating these motherfuckers. Ain't no way, bro.
I don't know. We'll just see. And then I already know we only have one COVID protocol so far in these, but actually that was in the plan. But we ain't had no COVID protocols yet, so that's another thing. It's kind of hard for me to just really see where.
Yeah, that's why Paul George didn't play in the play-in game.
They didn't want the Clippers to be in it. Look, I think Paul George would have played. Who knows who would have happened? But look, I already know they throwing shit in the game, so we'll just see what it's going to be, man. Like. They just don't give these teams a true. It's just like last year in the playoffs. Because you remember in the finals, Chris Paul had caught COVID allegedly, right? And then he had to miss the first 2 games. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA finals and shit like that. Hey, we're just gonna have to see, man. I don't know, man. I know the COVID protocol thing still lurking. It's kind of hard for me to assess who I think should win, but knowing that's still lingering out there, I'm just gonna hold back on my picks because I forgot that COVID protocol shit that still is active. Even though they ain't using it in the first round, we just gonna see they're gonna use it in the second round. Because remember last year they did it in the first round, second round, third round, even in the NBA Finals. This year they only did it for the play-in. They didn't do it in the first round of the playoffs so far. So we're just gonna continue to see if they're gonna continue to not to let these players not have COVID protocols. We'll see. Yeah, the only awards that I know that's out that they gave out is John Morant was most improved player. So most improved player could went to anybody though. Really, Jai could went to Desmond Bain. Um, 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 there's some other players that could have caught that award and everything like that. But hey, congratulations, John Morant for most improved player, well deserved. The whole thing about Ja that I noticed, hey, you you got to know when to pick your spots and to go inside and know how to use your athleticism and everything like that, because you can't be taking all them shots to the floor like that, man. You can't be jumping up in the air and it's all about a learning process though. You know what I mean? But hey, the Grizzlies gonna be ready to go, man. They're gonna be ready to go. Everybody gonna. I know Minnesota's ready to go. Let the best team wins, cause hey, Golden State, they just waiting. And the more rest for them, the more rest they can get for Iguodala.
Yeah, 1 second before I go off for good. I wanted to talk about the Chicago Bulls real quick, bro, and what the fuck they do after this shit.
Go ahead.
Good series, good effort by the Bulls, but they was never gonna win that series. But I was kind of disappointed in Zach LaVine, but I'm not gonna get on him too much because he's been in the league all these years.
He's been playing it. He played injured this year, and he played. This is one thing. He did play injured too. He didn't make no excuses because soon as they got put out, he immediately went and got surgery. So Zach LaVine been playing with an injury, and this is the thing about the Bulls too. The Bulls. I'm glad we talking about the Bulls because I knew the Bulls wasn't gonna beat Milwaukee for the simple fact that Milwaukee they're a champion and really they didn't have the pieces, and they didn't have the pieces yet to beat them. Lonzo, can he play? Can he play for a full season? Because he yet to play a full season yet in the league. He just like Kyrie can't play a whole season in the league. I thought to me it's the right step in the right direction for the Bulls, man.
How you feel about Billy Donovan? Because people be roasting him, man. I'm not his biggest fan, but
I'm not really.
Now, what you think about Billy Donovan?
I'm not really a big fan of him either. I like him better when he was in college. When he was I thought he was more fit for college, but he did make that transition to the pros. And I remember he was in OKC, and then they ended up bringing him to Chicago and everything like that. I don't know what really to say because I don't really watch a lot of Bulls games. You got to really ask somebody who really, like my boy Big Worm, or Lou, or Panama Queen, or even True, or how they feel about Billy Donovan. I just don't watch enough Bulls games for me to really give an access to him about him. But so I'm gonna say no comment on that. I don't know.
But some of the players, I think they've been drafted real good. And if you really look at the team, they got a better depth. But I feel like it's more in the guard position. I think the higher up you go up the court to the front court areas, I feel like they lack a little depth. Because you got Kobe White, you got Ayo Dosunmu, real good player. I like Dosunmu. He's probably gonna make second team or rookie or something. He's really been surprised this season. But for me, they need a little bit personnel. They need a bit more bodies, bro. Because you already know what you get when you get Lonzo. He's gonna be in and out. So you need a little bit more bodies. They're gonna need to reassess what they're doing with Vucevic. because he's been a failure this season.
Mm-hmm.
DeMar DeRozan, he's a great player, but yet again, like I said, his game in the playoffs, that mid-range game in the playoffs, he got to expand his game out just a little bit more. You know, I love DeMar DeRozan, but like I like the fact that he's keeping the mid-range game alive, but his shot selection needs work. I feel like the closeout game a couple of nights ago didn't put enough points on the board. You know what I'm saying? DeMar DeRozan, you know, that's why they give him that nickname, because you know it comes to the playoffs. You know, he's a shell of himself. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think the Bulls are moving in a good direction. I think DeMar DeRozan's at a perfect age right now where he's still in his peak. You can get a couple more good years out of him. You got Zach LaVine. I think even if they had a full team like Caruso, and I still think the Bucks would have won this series in like maybe 6 or 7 games, but I think they head in the right direction. They need to adjust the coach though. I'll tell them that. Billy Donovan, I don't know if he's that man.
What's up, Vaughn?
What's good?
And then we just sitting here chopping it up. How you feel about the he was just sitting there talking about the Bulls. I thought the Bulls had a successful season. I know injuries, you know, NBA, they started hitting them off first with the COVID protocols and all this other stuff. Even through all that stuff, and they still was able to make the playoffs. To me, I thought that was a right step in the right direction. I'm not a big Billy Donovan kind of person. I ain't hardly ever see the Bulls. Like when I did see them, you know, for them to call DeMar DeRozan look, he wasn't gonna beat no champs, bro. He wasn't gonna beat Giannis this year, bro. That's, to me, for people to call him the frozen one. To me, I thought that was a little disrespectful. You know what I mean? Because look, you want that man to beat Giannis and all them niggas that Giannis got, and I'm just gonna keep it real. Milwaukee is just a better team than the Bulls. They are from top to bottom. Hey, it is what it is. But for DeRozan to get that nickname, I thought that was very unfortunate. For them to continue to still call him that after this season, come on, man. That, to me, that was unfair. They wasn't gonna beat Milwaukee, man.
You right. They weren't gonna beat Milwaukee.
But he should have played better, you think?
No, he deserves that fucking nickname, my nigga. That is his fucking history. That's his history. Playoffs come, he don't show up.
Even if he did show up, he wasn't still gonna beat the Bulls.
But
I see what you're saying. At least go out on your shield. Go out on your shield. Yeah, go out on your shield.
Not 11 a game.
Yeah, that last game, yeah, man. And then Zach LaVine was playing hurt.
He scored more than 20.
Yeah.
And that was game 2. The game they won.
And LaVine, he was playing injured. And then as soon as this,
and I feel like what Shaq said the other night, we need to quit blaming coach. Players,
facts.
They say the NBA is a players' league. Players need to get better.
Yes.
Chicago don't have no smart players outside of Caruso and Lonzo Ball. They have a bunch of dummies on that team. They got a bunch of dummies on that goddamn team. I'm a Chicago fan. You see who's on my avatar. They got a bunch of dumb Javonte Green, Patrick Williams. Them niggas played stupid. Ayo Dosunmu, I give him a pass for being a rookie. Everybody else is fucking retarded on that team. I did not like what I saw from that team. Them niggas are stupid. Missing layups. They weren't even trying. Like you said, they weren't gonna beat Milwaukee. But they weren't even trying. They weren't even giving effort. Just every offense miss, they got the offensive rebound. You come down the court and throw up a BS shot. Their effort was trash.
See, I didn't watch none of the games when they played the Bucks. So,
but when I watch the game, I'm a Bulls fan, bro. I watch
right.
The first quarter. And depending on how they played the first quarter depends on if I'm going to continue watching the game. And after the first quarter, I turned the game off. I went to watch some other shit. So I'm not blaming Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan is a good coach. but he
Okay.
can't hold nobody's hand. Only thing an NBA coach can do is suggest, make a suggestion on how to adjust to what the other team is doing.
Mm-hmm.
He can't make you play better. You make yourself play better. That's what the coach is there for. The coach is the point guard off the court to tell you, to help you see what you don't see, and then make suggestions on how to adjust to that. They can't hold your hand and help you shoot the ball, help you make layups, help you box out on rebounds, help you slide your feet on defense. They can't do that while you're on the court. That's not what they're there for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, since my boy Vaughn is on here, you remember we was chopping it up off my stream? We was talking about KD and Michael Wilborn did this. The person everybody talking about I was capping, but this is Vaughn to the person that I was capping. I was on the phone with this guy. We were just chopping it up, and he said exactly the same thing that this man said. How KD is being guarded, and all this other stuff like that. Like, this is one thing I keep telling people, man. It don't matter if you're on social media. It don't matter if you're on the phone. Any kind of device. They still hear everything that we talk about, no matter who it is. It's amazing. When I heard him say that shit, I was like, get the fuck out of here. And I called you. You was like, dude, what? And you was like, man, he just sat there and said everything I said word for word.
Yep.
Can't make this shit up. No, what you thought about the games last night, bro? What you thought about the games last night, man? Because for me,
Donovan got to get out of the talk, bro. He got to get away from the talk.
mm-hmm.
Like they can't. He got to get out of the talk. And I seen that report the other day. I guess what was it, game 3? In that series where the New York Knicks had representatives from their organization there to watch the game. And Utah was upset about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was coming off of that report about, the Knicks trying to make that trade to get him and pair him and Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but I've already told you what I feel about Utah. Donovan don't have nobody he can trust. So when it looks like he's doing too much, I heard Relentless say he shoots a lot. Who can he trust to shoot the ball when he needs help?
And this is the thing I didn't understand about Utah too.
I mean, look at what. Hold on, let me say this. Look at what happened when they had a chance to win the game. Mitchell gets the ball on the break, he kicks it out to Conley, and what did Conley do? Travel. You don't have nobody you can trust. If I can't trust you, don't get mad at me if I don't give you the ball. If I can't trust you to make the right play, to make the good play, to keep your head, to keep your composure in the big moments of the game.
And I didn't understand it either from the Jazz standpoint either. You did not play Rudy Gay. Why you signed him for? You didn't use Pascal. You used Pascal, I think, only once. I think.
Bruh, I don't understand that whole when Dallas got the lead and then Utah came back. It was because they were playing Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
Because they could match up with Dallas. Once they put Rudy Gobert back in the game,
$200 man.
Ask him to get beat because Rudy Gobert is not going to help you. And like I don't know if you heard what Shaq said last night. Okay, you can get these, y'all can beat me on defense and get these little jump shots and lay because I can't catch up with y'all. But at least when I come back down the other end of the court, I'm about to dominate y'all in the paint. Y'all ain't gonna be able to stop me. They can't even do that.
And he don't even and I never and far as this is kept. Does he even have a back to the basket game?
No, he does not.
I don't think so either. He don't even look like he
Most
does.
most his points come off of
Tip.
penetrating kick and him being right up under the basket to dunk it or lay it in, or him getting the offensive rebound and tipping it back in or dunking it back in. That's all of Rudy Gay's points. He does not get no points on back to the basket, off ISO plays, nothing.
Mm.
I mean, not get Rudy Gobert. He gets nothing like that.
Well, you felt like I know I was doing the game last night when Phoenix beat what's called. I ain't never seen a coach cry like Willie Green, bro.
Hey man,
Like, that let me know right there that competitive fire you have and everything like that. I've been thinking about. I was like, man, this man got some competitive fire, and then a lot of things too. I know he's connected to both of them because he was just on the Phoenix Sun coaching staff last year.
Right.
So, of course, there's going to be a lot of emotions and everything like that. But shouts out to the Suns, man. Organization, though, Monty Williams and Chris Paul, Devin Booker, as my boy Wills called that nigga Rufio Booker. Man, showing that man love, man. But hey, man, cause that man's nice, man. Hey, more of my nigga Wills, man. You talking about Rufio Booker? I know he was happy when Trae Young got his ass beat.
I'm laughing because I know exactly what you're talking about when you call it. Rufio! I know the damn. That's my shit.
Mm-hmm. That nigga Wills crazy.
Oh, this shit. No. I'll say about that series, though, bro. Hey, I understand why Willie Green because think about where they started the season.
Mm-hmm.
And him. This is what I'm talking about. This is like what he wasn't holding his players' hand. What he was doing was showing them.
Mm-hmm.
If you do this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And they started connecting. His team started connecting. So imagine that team together for a whole season.
Mm-hmm.
And Zion got to look himself in the mirror.
Hey, cause I was saying this to myself. I was like, man, I seen him on the court. I was like, Zion, I know Zion, you probably sitting there like, man, I could have really helped out this team if I would have took myself seriously, take my help. You know what I'm saying? Because look, he could have been the biggest difference in the series if he would have played.
I mean, think about how close them games was. It wasn't like Phoenix was
dominating, right?
The Pelicans. Those games were competitive games.
And Alvarado's a beast on that defensive end, man.
Right. Alvarado was giving Chris Paul a taste of his own medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Now Chris Paul, he just said, hey, I'm a Hall of Famer, bro. So I'm about to close this house out now. So you know what I'm saying? You played hard. They have you up. But I got to go home tonight. I got to give Chris Paul respect for the way he played. And then they got what your boy involved early, even though he didn't really touch the ball late.
Ayton.
They gave him touches to where he could eat and affect the game. And that's kind of what helped them overcome the Pelicans and take the series. And this is what I don't think the Mavericks series is going to be close. I think they're going to beat the Mavericks in 5 games.
I don't got the Mavericks. Even though I know a lot of my subscribers like the Mavs. Shout out to my boy D Money. He loved the Mavs. My boy Jacob Jennings liked the Mavs, but I just don't like Luka, and that's who I got to play next in my season. God dang it, Luka Doncic, man. Cause Luka just dribbled the ball too much for me, man. And this is one thing, and this is why I got out the telecast last night. Cause I was doing the game, and I was just like, man, I can't watch no more of this. Luka just dribble. Everybody's standing behind the 3-point line, waiting for him to do what he do. That's just too much of that shit for me to watch, man. But then when Brunson's in the game, you got ball when players are cutting. Cause all the teammates know if Brunson's in the game, we got a better chance of getting the ball with Brunson in the game than fucking Luka. And I be seeing, they would not won that series without Brunson Period.
No, heck no.
Brunson run that series, not Luca.
Right. And that's why I don't think. That's why. I mean, I'm not saying that Mavericks won't compete.
Oh, yeah, they're going to compete, right?
I just don't think they're going to win a game this year because the Suns got player for player that can match up with everybody on them. And then the Mavericks won't be able to get away with what they were doing to Rudy Gobert, to DeAndre Ayton, and JaVale McGee. Those boys are athletic. They can guard guards. They can get back. They can move. And then even if you do get by them and score on them, guess what? You don't have nobody on the other end that can guard any of them. So they're going to be destroying Dallas paint. Dallas don't have no kind of size to deal with Phoenix.
Only the tallest person is what? Maxi Keebler?
Is either the German dude or
and Bojan. Yeah, Powell, and then they got Bojan Bojanovic, but they hardly even play him.
They don't play. He's too slow. He basically Rudy Gobert as far as his athleticism. He's basically Rudy Gobert.
Well, at least Boban can give you some points compared to Rudy Gobert, though.
Yeah.
He do got some kind of offensive game, though. I will give him that much, even though I know he don't hardly plays. But I know Boba. I know. How tall is that guy?
Like the bionic $6 million man.
Bionic man, I'm freaking dead.
You know how they show him moving in slow motion? That's how Boban moves. So yeah, they can't play him. Not in the playoffs. But no, I'm not saying that Dallas will be competitive. I just think Phoenix is not going to play around with them because they know how dangerous Dallas can be if they take them lightly. You've seen it in the regular season.
Now, who you got winning? You think this game going 7 tonight?
Talking about between Memphis and Minnesota.
Yeah, it's the only game that's to be determined.
Honestly, I think Memphis is going to finish them off tonight. Because again, the players win games. Coaches don't win games. Players win games. And the way Minnesota just gave that game away the other day, there was no reason why Memphis should have got back in that game. Minnesota just stopped playing and doing what they were doing to win the game. There was nothing Memphis did other than Minnesota doing it to themselves. Karl Anthony Towns needs to understand when it's winning time, I need to stay in. I need to be closer to the paint. And D'Angelo Russell, love him. I know it's my boy from Louisville and all of that. But he got to quit playing in the fourth quarter like he played in the first quarter. Taking them dumb shots, taking these little one-step fadeaways. You had to work those shots in the beginning of the game. Why are you trying to win in the fourth quarter when it's time to win the game? And then Anthony Edwards, I don't think he was doing this layups down the clutch. And like I said, that game the other day put a lot of doubt in me, even with them having a home game to push it to a game 7. I don't think they'll be able to hold Memphis off. I think Memphis is going to beat them down tonight on their home court.
All right, so who you got? I think they're gonna play Golden State. That's just my opinion. I think they're gonna play, but Memphis ain't gonna be scared of Golden State though. That's just my opinion. I know some people was on my channel earlier this year. They were talking crap like, man, we want to see Memphis. I'm like, y'all really want to see Memphis? Be careful what y'all wish for. Yes. The Golden State Warriors should be favored. Of course, when you got Steph, you got Clay, and you got Dia Silent. I don't want to hear no excuses now. Y'all got y'all 3 amigos now. I don't want to hear shit else. That's like, and then just one thing about them, they could put Gary Payton I know they're gonna plan on using Gary Payton III to guard on what's his name, but then what's his name, Ja. But that's gonna be an interesting matchup. But I don't know. I don't know. I just some kind of reason. I don't know. I just think Phoenix gonna get to the finals this year for some reason. I don't know why I want to believe that. I
Yeah,
just feel
I would still give
that
Phoenix favorites, but
they feel like they got
I wouldn't
unfinished
be so
business.
confident with Memphis against Golden State. I wouldn't be so confident. I understand Ja is up and coming, but this is what that series is gonna come down to turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis is gonna have to force turnovers on Golden State. If Golden State takes care of the ball, they are not beating Golden State. If Golden State gets back to their championship form, to where they're not turning the ball over, they're taking care of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you see Golden State making a lot of turnovers, that's Memphis' only chance.
But this is the thing for Golden State though. Golden State they dodged a bullet though. Hold on for a second. Let me see who's calling me. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and cook for a minute, bro. You got it.
But no, I mean that's pretty much it. It comes down to turnovers, and this series is going to come down to turnovers. Outside of matchups, the only mismatch Memphis really got is Ja Morant. But Golden State can throw Gary Payton II on Ja Morant. Not saying that he's going to stop him, but he can at least slow him down. And I don't see Memphis having an advantage anywhere else on the court. I mean, shoot, they had to take Steven Adams out the series. Again, Steven Adams has barely played in this series. So now we think Steven Adams is going to be the difference against Golden State? No. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Like
that was my job.
It's going to be about turnovers. That's what if Memphis gets to Golden State, they end up finishing the series off and they get to Golden State. It's going to come. That series is going to be about taking care of the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Who doing it better?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my job. That was just like, oh, your paperwork is good and all that. You can start Monday. I mean, on the 9th. And then you was the first person because they hired like 50-some people, and I'm the only one that ain't got my shit done. Okay. I want to get that shit done and over with. They was like, you're the only one that got your stuff done. So I guess you're going to be starting on May 9th. I'm like, I know I am because I don't wait till the 26th. Shoot, that's a whole month off. Nah, I want to go ahead. No, I've been sitting at home for 2 months anyway, man. It's time for me to,
Right. I feel you.
I just took a little break for a minute for my job because that job I had at first, it was taxing, even though my job was going to be I know it's going to be hot, going to be in the laundry room and all that shit, but still, it's a better opportunity for me, man. And then I don't have to look at everybody's faces and all that. I'm just going to be in a room in my own. But yeah, man, but shit. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the only game we got, man. Okay, wait, let's talk about the East then. Philly and Miami.
That's a tough man. I mean, I understand, but I understand that what's the name's past, but they showed up the way they finished off Toronto. I really thought Toronto had figured it out how to beat Philly, and Philly was going to let up and give that series away. But they showed me something the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing, what's going to have to happen, this series is going to come down to James Harden. He's going to have to be the second best player on the court.
It can't be Maxey.
It can't be Maxey.
I've been saying this. I've been saying the same thing too.
Miami is not going to be able to do to Philly what they did to Atlanta.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to use Bam to help team.
Because Bam, because Bam gonna have to keep up with Embiid.
He's going to have to stay with Embiid. He ain't going to be able to lead Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you going PJ Tucker gonna stop Embiid? No.
I just feel like they got a lot of defenders and now you talking about shooting wise, Miami got so many snipers over there, man. They got a lot of them motherfuckers that could come up there and get you something out there though. So that's gonna be an interesting matchup. I still got Miami beating Philadelphia because I don't trust James Harden.
Yeah, that's why I said it's gonna come down to Harden. If Harden is who he portrays himself to be and plays that way, I'm gonna go with Philly in 6.
Mm-hmm.
But if Harden ain't living up to his name, living up to his stature, yeah.
But you got Bucks and
Heat.
okay.
I'm getting with the Heat in 6.
All right, let's do the other Eastern Conference semifinals. Bucks and the Celtics.
Celtics in 6.
You got Celtics in 6?
I got Celtics in 6. Yeah.
I can see it.
And it has nothing to do with Giannis. Giannis is going to do his thing. But I don't think the Bucks are going to have a handful of Boston on the other end of the court. Jason Tatum is a different player now, bro.
Oh yeah, this is like I tell people. I've been saying that he is, and I know, cause my lady, she tells me about her Celtics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so hey, Tatum. It's like I was trying to tell people, man, about KD. I'm like, dude, how Jason Tatum beat KD and he ain't better than KD? That doesn't work like that. That's like how it is on the streets back in the day when we played 1-on-1, right?
Right.
And you beat me, right? That means you better than me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I don't understand. Look, I don't understand how people be holding on to these superstars way too long. But dude, give Jason Tatum.
But you know what? That's what happened though.
You got to beat the man to beat the man.
You got to beat the man. Exactly. That's the saying, right? Ric Flair created that saying. You got to beat the man. Beat the man. You got to beat the man. For years, KD was the man. He just beat Tatum last year, did he not?
Mm-hmm.
But Tatum has finally matured. What I've seen from Tatum now is he is more decisive with his decision making. When he gets the ball, he's either going to make a play for somebody else, or he's going to make a quick move to score on. He's not dribbling the ball for 10 seconds.
And them getting Robert Williams too. And them getting Robert Williams helped them too.
Just dribble, and you giving your defense a chance to catch up with what you're trying to do. No. Tatum is now 1-2 dribbles and going up for a shot. 1-2 dribbles and getting in the lane to get a lay. 1-2 dribbles, kick to Marcus Smart for the 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
He's not taking forever to make a decision. He's making a quick decision. It's 1, 2, 3, and either the ball is out of my hands or I'm passing it to somebody else.
Jaylen Brown improved a lot too.
Yeah.
They both have. And this is like I tell them, and everybody was like, "Oh, they're gonna go 1-on-1." I was trying to tell people, y'all thought. It's like I told these people. I was trying to tell y'all, dude, this ain't Brad Stevens' team no more. Brad Stevens is upstairs now.
Right.
Udoka ain't gonna have you doing that shit. No, you ain't gonna go 1-on-1 now. I know my boy know your boy. He like Miami. You know, Miami. I won't be surprised if Miami and Boston play in the conference, but then I won't be surprised if Milwaukee win. I know a lot of people don't give Milwaukee a chance without Middleton, but they showed me something too, though, man. Because Connaughton's coming to his own. He's getting his shot. He's getting his shot together. But then again, this is a great matchup, though. I like the best team win. I did pick the Bucks, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna stay out of that one. I think the winner. I think this is just my opinion. I think whoever wins this series is coming out the East. That's what I think.
I'm basing my decision on the way I see these because I pay attention to how you play. And the best team since All-Star break in the NBA has been the Boston Celtics. They've played the best ball. They've been the best defense. They've been the best team in the NBA since coming out of the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
And if Robert Williams doesn't get hurt those last 2 weeks of the season, they would be the number 1 seed in the East. If he doesn't get hurt those last 2 weeks, because remember, they was the 1 seed, and then he got hurt. Boston came all the way back and took the number 1 seed in the East, and then Robert Williams got hurt. If he doesn't get hurt those last 2 weeks, they're the number 1 seed. Home court advantage throughout the playoffs. So coming in the playoffs, I really felt like Boston was the best team in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my whole reason why I think they're going to beat the Bucks. It has nothing to do with Giannis. Giannis is going to be Giannis. But outside of that, I don't think the Bucks got an answer for anything Boston is going to do offensively. I don't think they got an answer for that.
Yeah, we're gonna find out though. Matter of fact, when do that? Let me look on NBA. They play Monday.
Yeah, that starts Monday. Yeah.
Okay, let me just go to playoffs and go to brackets here. Okay. Yes, Monday is the 2nd. Yep. Yeah, both games. All right, we got 2 games on Monday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more games. I think after tonight, other than the Memphis series, and then those games are on ESPN. So yeah. ESPN and ABC will be depending on if they go 7. Both of those games will be on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, other than that, yeah. Yeah, but this, I'm excited for these semifinals, real, because these are
Man, you know me and you've been talking about this, man.
Now that I think about it, other than the Milwaukee Chicago series, all of these series have been competitive. Even when Boston sweeping Brooklyn, those were close games. All of the games was close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Boston was just blowing Brooklyn out. They
Yeah.
were all close games.
Yeah. Pretty much, bro.
If
Pretty much.
if Brooklyn took care of the ball better, they would have won a couple games.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah. Oh, newsflash! Oh my gosh! Hey, I won't be doing the games tonight, y'all. I'm sorry, I won't be doing the games. I just got invited to this little job function I got to attend tonight, so I won't be doing the games tonight, which is good. I'm waiting on the second round of the game, second round of the playoffs, any freaking way to start.
Oh, another thing to think about in the Miami and Philly series. How healthy is Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, hold on for a second, fam. Hold on 1 second. I got my job calling me. Hold on.
Yeah, how healthy is Jimmy Butler? Because, I mean, that's kind of a weird. You play a whole game healthy, and then after the game, they find out you hurt. So really, how healthy is Jimmy Butler? But yeah, these semifinals is about to be on and popping. I anticipate some very competitive games. Just got to see who's coming out of this Minnesota and Memphis series. Minnesota's really had a chance to really win this series in 5 games, but their immaturity just keeps showing up. Their immaturity just keeps on showing up. Like, man, when are you dudes going to get it together? It's really the only game Memphis has really dominated in was game 2. Minnesota handled them game 1. Minnesota had a 26-point lead and a 20-point lead in game 3. And they controlled the whole game 5 up until the last quarter. It's time for Minnesota to grow up. But it's like I always say, I always look to your habits. Whatever your habits been in the past. Whatever your habits in the past have shown me, that's what I expect you to be today until you show me different.
That's facts. And I agree with you on that. On that. And I was just telling my boss, I know him already. I know him since I've been here. He was just like, "Hey, we're going out tonight." I'm like, going out for what? And he was just like, "Oh, you're the new person of the team, so we going out. So you got to be a part of it." You know, I'm like, "Dude, I'm doing a stream tonight." You know what I'm saying? Cause I do streams and shit too. And he was just like, "Bro, just come out, bro." And like, you ain't gonna be watching the game anyway. I'm like, "Yeah, cause they don't have it on TV where we going. I'm definitely gonna have it on my phone." So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. They were just calling, let me know, hey, it's on tonight. So, I one of my homies though, he's not here though. He goes back to New York and Maryland, every month. You know what I'm saying? So, he's gone. So, it looks like I'm gonna be the only black person there. Cause when he's there, I don't have no problem. Cause it's me and him. We the blackest thing in there. So out of the group. So I'm comfortable with him being there. But it's all good. I told him I fly. I told him I go. I ain't gonna be a poor sport. Cause I've been denying him for a while. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a great position for me and everything like that. It's cool, man. I'm happy, man. I told him, man, yeah, I go out just to get out the crib and everything like that and everything. Shoot. Matter of fact, I need to make some runs. I'm waiting on something to come in right now so I can go make some runs before for this rain, cause it's supposed to rain out here, bro.
Oh, really? Okay.
Man, it's Oregon, man. It rains all year. It's April showers. It's April showers. They gone away. Yeah.
And that's weird, bro. It's been cold here, bro.
It's been That's how you know they play with that weather.
Cool.
That's how you know they be messing. Like me and James be saying, man. That's how you know you supposed to be messing with that weather, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, how is it doing all this snow and all this other stuff? Cause my lady, they was in, her family went, she messaged me about an hour ago. They was in Denver, and they got lost. She was like, I did not know Denver airport is so big. I'm like, that's your first time going to a big old airport? She was like, yeah. I was like, good thing y'all found it. You know, cause they going to Vegas to see her brother, man, who got into an accident and everything like that. He's doing well.
Okay.
You know, and everything, yeah. So, shouts out to her. I know she ain't listening because she said I was listening, but I got to put my phone on air mode now. Yeah, but shout out to her and her family, man. Safe travels, man. And tell brother I said what's up. And tell him to get well, man. But yeah, I don't know, man. We gonna have to see, man. Like, we just gonna have to see, man. We really gonna have to see what's really going on, man. And if this game does end tonight, if the games goes to game 7, y'all, I will do game 7. If it doesn't, I will see y'all Monday. But you know what? Yeah, I'll see y'all Monday. Cause I ain't gonna come on the weekends and everything like that. Cause there ain't gonna be no games on unless if Memphis handle their business. Cause game 7 will be Sunday, right?
Yeah, game 7 will be Sunday. Yep.
All right, if necessary. Okay.
If necessary. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, bro. I mean, what you think about this? Like, Minnesota really had a chance to close this series out in
The
5.
series should have been over already.
This series should have been over, bro. But
It should have been over.
but
It's growing
they're
pains.
immature.
Yes.
And this is the thing. Like I always say, I look at habits. They've been immature for years.
Yes.
For
Yes.
years. This is why Jimmy Butler got out of there when he was there. He got up out of there. He's like, I can't play with you. And y'all want to pay these dudes $200 million and not me?
Mm-hmm.
You want to pay them $200 million and not me? The way they're as immature as they are, you're going to pay them $200 million, but not me? Not that guy who cares, who's gonna do what it takes to make sure the team plays the right way? Come on, man. Like eventually you gotta start doing the right thing, man. Stop turning the ball over. You know, on the inbound play with 5 seconds to go
I
on
get
the
it.
clock, you can't play on top of of the offensive player. You got to stay between the man and the rim. How you trying to go for a steal on an inbound pass against the other team's point guard and giving them a wide open lane to the basket? That's immaturity right there. That's not smart basketball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. We just gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the stream going. Since I know I ain't gonna be doing the game and everything like that, but where I gotta go is only a couple of blocks up. So we'll still get it from. And to my subscriber, my new subscriber, no, I don't. I don't get into the NFL draft. I said that earlier. I'm not big
That's
on the
why I haven't
NFL
even
draft.
mentioned it. I know. Well, everybody don't get into the NFL, and I kind of feel that way too. I'm just,
I
I
never
just love
watched
my
it
team
in my
that
life.
much that I have to. I can't just not watch them and root for them.
Hmm.
But I still feel the same way as far as my sentiment, because I do. Yeah, the NFL be on some bullshit.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm about to make these couple of stops, and it won't even take me 15, 20 minutes. But I got it on my phone, man. Whatever you want to chop about and hold it down with, man. I'm still listening, though, bro. I'm putting on my shoes on. What time is it? 11:13? Well, I'll probably be back in it'll probably take me about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
Nah, bro,
Everything.
I was just sitting there thinking I need to get me something to eat, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do, too. I'm about to sit here and eat. I'm about to still chop it up with
So, I
everybody, because
mean,
this is only my only stream I'm going to
what
do.
series have we not talked about? I think we pretty much tackled everything else. Like I said, this Minnesota Memphis series, this could go 7 games if Minnesota grows up.
Yeah, man. They got to grow up, bro.
If they grow
This
up, this series can go 7 games. But
the place that I'm sharing with my homies, man, it's so freaking cold in here. I'm dressed like I'm dressing like I'm in Kansas right now, bro. I got the hoodie. I got the old school Nike hoodie, purple hoodie with the Lakers on top of it. And I'm about to walk. I'm about to put my gloves on. I'm about to turn the heat up just a little bit up in here too. It is cold up in here. Man, it feels like wintertime out here. It feels like the winter out here. And it's crazy because my neighbor was like, man, not my neighbor, one of my friends that lives around the corner from me was
wow.
like, man, it feels like winter out here, bro. I was like, man, that's how you know they messing with the weather. You start laughing. He's like, man, you do got a point. Like, dude, they are messing with the weather. They can't tell me that they're not. When Texas ever got snow? Like, let that sink in. Since the pandemic, I know I told you my cousin stay in Killeen. I remember that time they told me when they did get snow, they said that snow was gone less than 5 or 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Now,
yeah, because I mean, you think about how it is in Texas. You know, it's warm here. Like usually by this time of the year, it's in the mid 80s, low 90s by this time of the year.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? But recently, up until maybe the last couple of days, because we had rain just a few days ago.
hmm
But even before that, it was still cool. Like the weather was around low 70s, like low to mid 60s. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like warm like we're used to it being this time of year. And it's been that way the last couple of years, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been that
been
way
like
the
that
last
since
couple of years here, bro.
it's been like that since that pandemic started. That's you know,
But I remember that day. That's when I used to
hmm
work for Sprint. You talking about when it snowed in the middle of April.
yeah.
Hell yeah, I was working. That's when I was working for Sprint. We was at work that day, and the way
Matter of
that
fact, that's
snow came down was weird
mhm.
because those are the biggest snowflakes I had ever seen in my life.
Oh, you
I ain't
say you
seen
used
no
to work for
snowflakes like.
Sprint?
Matter of fact, I ain't seen no snowflakes like that since I lived in Germany.
Shoot, my cousin used to work for Sprint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why my cousin called me when I first moved down there. They were trying to get me to get a cell phone. I'm like, what I want to get a cell phone for? They was like, cuz you need a cell phone. I'm like, dude, I got a house phone. I'm good. I was like, they was like, you got to adapt to today's times. Like, why I don't get a cell phone for? Ain't nobody gonna call me. That
Now
don't
what
make
it
no sense.
was, what it was at Sprint, they when you're actually it started out as Nextel
Yeah,
and
facts.
they merged into Sprint. But once they merged to Sprint, as far as like the corporate side of it, Nextel people were still running the company.
Okay.
So all the benefits and shit were still coming from the Nextel side of the company, right? Even though, but Sprint was the name, so they kept the name Sprint. So Nextel's benefits were like the best benefits I had ever, as far as any job I've ever had, bro. Those were the best benefits ever. I mean, you talking about you get sick leave, vacation time, personal time. You get a free cell phone. They give you your own cell phone that you don't have to pay for.
Yeah, because she was trying to get me, my cousin who named me, she was trying to get me to do it. I was like,
Right,
nah.
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, because they could have probably got you a phone for free. Oh, now the family, the only thing they would have to do is pay. You know, they probably have to pay for the phone, but your plan would have probably been no more than $20 a month.
Okay.
And you know, these plans now they're like 100, like 50 between 50, $7,500 now to get these plans with these companies. But yeah, as far as like the employees and then their families, yeah, the benefits were off the chain, bro. Like,
Yeah, cause my lady, she was surprised. She was like, I'm in Denver, Colorado, and I got 5G. I was like, yeah, you in 5G territory. And like
yeah,
I told her, I was like,
matter of fact,
I,
the corporation, that's their home base
that's the home base, yeah.
in Denver.
I told her that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told her that. I was like, I was like, when she come out here to visit, everything like that, it's 5G out here too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm on the coast, so I don't get 5G. But soon as I start driving, and once I get into Eugene,
Oh yeah.
once I start driving to Eugene and Salem, Portland, man, my phone going so goddamn fast. I'll be like, God dang, I ain't know my cell phone went this darn fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Heck yeah. Matter of fact, the Nextel corporation, the Nextel side of the corporation was like in the Denver area. The Sprint part of the corporation was in Overland Park in Kansas.
Overland Park, Kansas. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, that's outside
Yeah.
Kansas City. I know exactly where Overland Park is.
Yeah.
That's over there by Blue Valley and Shawnee Mission
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's that's the rich folks side of town. Cause most of the
Right.
people that work, a lot of people don't know this too. Most people that that work at the Pentagon, they live in Overland Park, Kansas.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know about Overland Park. All them.
Yeah, cause there was this one guy that well, actually one of my homeboys, sister, child's father, mama lived out there
Mm-hmm.
and everything. I remember I went to her house one day, bro. I was grown at that time. I think I was like about, I said I probably was about 21, 22. I walked inside that lady's house. I was like, what your mama do? Oh, my mom works for the Pentagon. She works at the Pentagon. She be gone 6 months. She be there 6 months and come back home. She
Mm-hmm.
worked 6 months and all 6 months. So when I walked in that place, bro, I was like, what the hell? Man, it had a swimming pool right in the middle of the, man, that was the nicest crib I ever seen in my life, bro. It was all one level. It was all one level. It was all one level.
Hell yeah. I know about Overland Park. Hell yeah. Especially like
Yeah.
I said, when Sprint Nextel merged, hell yeah. Because we used to go out there. We used to travel with the managers and the director and shit, traveling to the different sites.
Well, all right, y'all. We about to get up out of here. All right, Vaughn. Hey, I'll check on you later, my homie, my big
right,
bro from another mother.
Yes, sir.
I'll,
Hey, you still follow
yes,
your
sir.
Instagram?
Huh?
You still follow your Instagram?
I don't be on Instagram. I don't even know how I even had an Instagram.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna tell you, bro. I followed you the other day on your Instagram, bro.
Hey, a lot of people say I
But I
don't
don't
even
even,
be on Instagram because I
I
know
see you.
Instagram that mess up relationships.
Nah, I
Yeah,
don't do shit on Instagram.
I know I don't do nothing either though. But I'm just saying. I told my lady she ain't got never worry about me on these social media sites and everything like that. Cause like, everybody try to get me do a TikTok too. I'm like, no, I ain't doing no TikTok.
I tried TikTok. That's too that's a little bit too much. I
Yeah,
barely be on my Facebook, but no, my Instagram.
I'm definitely not on a book. I don't get down with Facebook. Period. I ain't never mess with the book. All that. I have some people doing some foul stuff.
Ooh.
Got into my profile and you know all that crazy stuff. So
I hear you.
yeah.
But now a couple of things I just wanted to point it out before you close it out.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Adams is in health and safety protocols.
Go figure. I just mentioned about COVID protocols. What's up, family?
Steven
Hold on one
Adams is
second.
in health and
Hold
safety
on one
protocols.
second, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on one second, Vaughn. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's old. You hit me up with that old school handshake, man. Like I think people in the West Coast know about that, man.
That's how we did it I lived on an island for about 10 years.
Oh, okay.
That's how we did it down there.
Yeah, I appreciate it though, bro. You don't have to come and holler at you, tell you the good news though, bro. So you won't see. I come in here very seldom. Probably it's gonna be every 2 weeks. I'll probably come in here. Yeah, but I know you in here, and you know I'll come holler at you, bro.
Yeah,
Peace out, my G.
Always a pleasure.
Always, man. I see you got it on the sports, man.
You changed it.
Yeah, I know. Peace, bro. Later. All right, what did you were saying about COVID protocols, bro?
Nah, I was just saying, like I was just making a couple just reports that I just noticed as you was about to close out. Steven Adams, like I said, he's in health and safety protocols. I guess that came out last night after
I knew it.
around the time the games was over. That came out. That news came out last night, and then I just saw a clip of Draymond having a discussion with Karl Anthony Towns, basically telling not in the words that I'm about to use, but basically telling them it's time to grow up. You've been in the league long enough, and you got your opportunity now. It's time to grow up.
Yeah, I mean, this is one thing I noticed about Dre. I know everybody was like listening to his podcast and stuff. He's a very intelligent player. Don't get me wrong, but I just felt like he should have gave so much more to the Warriors. I just felt like he should have been way more offensive player than he has been. You see what I'm saying? Because when I saw him in college, I'm like, dude. And then we had that Game 7 performance. I was like, okay, I see you, Dre. And then ever since then, he ain't done nothing since then. You know, so
Right.
it is what it is.
Yeah, ever since that 2016 playoffs, his level of play. I mean, he can still play. He still plays great defense.
Yes, he does. That's one thing I don't never take away from him. Yes. And they needed all them points that they got that last game. The last game that they played, they needed all them offensive points. I'm like, Draymond, shoot the ball. They were sagging off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Draymond, shoot the ball. I'm like, Draymond, shoot the ball.
Yeah,
but them points
you don't
have
confidence. I mean, they could. I mean, you know, bro, you play basketball. When you know the guy you're guarding or you're playing against don't have confidence in his own shot, you know how to play that dude. I'm not about to put no pressure on you until you put that ball on the ground, until you try to dribble and get by me.
Yeah.
If you try to get by me, say good night.
Say good night.
Because I know that's not what you want to do. So you is better off just trying to shoot a jump shot and get lucky.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all, I apologize. I will not be doing the stream tonight. So this is all over. It's all over. Like, share, subscribe, man. If you like what you hear, subscribe, share, man. Please do. Hey, I keep it fair across the board, man. I ain't trying to steal nobody content. I'm not trying to be like nobody. I'm me. I've been the same person I've been on these YouTube streets, the same way in person. So like, share, subscribe, y'all. All right, Vaughn, I'll holler at you later, bro.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
All right, y'all. Yes, I will do.
All right,
y'all, I'm on my way home already. It didn't even take long at all.
All right.
All right, I'll holler at y'all later.
All right.
Peace.